Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Let's bring the legend in. No, because
I wanted to go grab
what?
I wanted to go grab his records out of my collection, but I couldn't.
Maybe
because
that's why it took me long to come back.
We can't even play.
We got a little bit, maybe a little bit, just a couple seconds, just a little couple seconds.
Give it to him.
Let me see those hands again.
Hey, I got to stop right there before we get flagged. Y'all before Facebook shut us down, YouTube shut us down. Ooh, just a little bit. You felt that energy though. You felt.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, iconic. Oh my God. And this person who created what we can't play the whole song simply because Facebook and all that stuff. YouTube, please, people, understand what we're about to do. DJ Kool is in the building.
Yes, sir. For some reason, my image is frozen. I don't know what's going on. Hold on for a second.
All right.
Let me see what the deal is. Oh God.
Yeah, you're not frozen for us though. We see you.
No, we can see you. But go ahead. Take your time. We got time because I got
to get this thing adjusted here.
Say DMV, stand up. I see you, Taj.
Yes, sir.
You tell us when you're ready. When you're ready.
I'm just I'm trying to pair this Bluetooth speaker. So I can hear you. Instead of hearing you through the phone, I want to hear you through the speaker, if possible. If not, I'll just go ahead and, you know what I mean?
No, you make it right. Jay Black, I'm still trying to get you on the IG Live, and I'm trying to get after I get you.
Let's get that. And for those who don't know who DMV is, do you have to explain what the DMV is, Mike? Do people know?
Man, if you don't know about DC, you don't know what goes on in DC. I learned on a comedy tour. When I went to my first go-go party, I had no idea. I was straight a New York kid who happened to be doing a comedy show in DC at a place called the Republic Gardens.
Oh, the Republic.
Yes, Republic.
Back in the day.
Yes.
And I went over there multiple times, and then I finally got experience to what did we lose Kool?
Yeah, we dropped. He probably going to reboot and come back in.
So I was in DC. Cam came with me one time to a show, and then I went to another show, and they had taken me to this party, and I had yet to perform at Howard or any of those colleges over there, and they took me to a party. And when I went in there, it was Ram, but I'm from New York, so I'm thinking, okay, where's the DJ? Kool, can you hear me?
DJ, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so cool. So I'm thinking, where's the DJ? So I walk in there and I hear the boom, 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 and I'm like, I had never been in a party where the band was the DJ, and then all of a sudden somebody grabbed the mic and started doing what they were doing, and mind you, there were mad women in there, but I was so mesmerized because being from New York and being somebody who is hip hop, I was like, yo, this is amazing what is happening right now. Like the control that I didn't even know it was go-go at the time. I did not even know. I was just sitting there going like, yo, what are they doing? And I'm watching the crowd react, and I'm watching them control everything, and I'm like mesmerized. And back then I was drinking, so I had my shots, and I was sitting there going like, what the is this? And I'm watching It was one of the most amazing things I had ever seen. I had never seen this in any part of any of this country. I'd never seen it. I had never seen it. And I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Mind you, I'm young. I'm probably like 24.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is this? And I couldn't stop. And then I realized, like, when I got caught up in it, and there was no sex that happened. So I don't want anybody to think there was a girl, a woman, who grabbed me and said, just come on. And she took my little light-skinned ass and said, just come on. And I spent the next 2.5 hours just rocking, and they would chants that were going back and forth, and they would chants that they were saying back and forth, and I was like, and I was sitting there, she's like, say this, and I was like, oh, and then once I got into it, I said, this is but then when I left DC, I was like, does anybody else know about this? And then you, yes, like what you said, you got the hand. And then all of a sudden, when people started realizing what this was, so when you left DC, so you're a legend, DJ Kool, you're a legend. Everybody knows there's nothing, when you walk around your area, when you leave that area and you went to the rest of the country, how hard was it to get people to understand what you were representing?
I mean, well, go-go has one element in it that kind of goes all the way across the board, and that's the element of call and response.
Yes.
I mean, that comes from gospel music. Yep. If you think about it. Matter of fact, let's try one right now. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
That's call and response.
You see the two heathens. You see the two heathens I work with. But go ahead.
They know. I promise you, they know. How you not gonna be black and know that? You know what I'm saying? They know.
Facts.
Yes. So that is one of the elements of go-go music that kind of goes all the way across the board. The element of call and response, number one. And then number two, you talking about, all right, you came into a spot and you listening to and watching a bunch of live musicians. Everybody likes live music.
Yep.
You know, a DJ, you could take him or leave him. You know, depending on the skill set.
Yeah.
Everybody likes live music.
Yeah.
And then, at least for us as black folks anyway, when you hear them drums.
The drums were amazing. The drums were amazing. Like the drums, like the pressure on the drummer when it comes to a go. How about this? The pressure on any music with a drummer, the pressure's on him or her. But in go-go, like that ends the show. Like if he fails, the whole thing fails. So and this is my thing with that, with the culture. And I love the fact that DC in that area reps their culture so crazy. Like there is no, when you walk into that area, you understand what it is. There is no, like, we're going to try and make it sound a little bit like this, or we're going to try and make it sound a little bit like that. No, you're not. This is how it is. It's going to be as hardcore as it's ever been. So you come to Philly. So I was born in the Bronx, raised in South Jersey, and I worked on Philly radio for like 7 years. You come to Philly and go to Bahama Bay. Bahama Bay. Okay. I'm outside the club that night.
Okay.
On everything I love. Cosmic Kev, Dougie Fresh is there. I'm outside the club because the dudes that, I don't even want to talk about these whack ass dudes that I was with that happen to be. So I know what's going on in there and everybody's walking out. First of all, when you did that, let me clear my throat. Did you know Dougie Fresh? Did you have a setup with Dougie Fresh? Was it a routine or did it just happen?
Well, first of all, Dougie was not in the original recording that was done at Bahama Bay.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. The way that came about, I'm going to try to tell you the most abbreviated version of it. Well, as a matter of fact, let's just talk about the night at Bahama Bay.
The original, okay.
Yes, which is the original recording, or rather, which is where the original recording comes from.
Right.
The way that even came about is my manager is from Philly, Walt Reeder Jr.
Shout out,
Walt Reeder.
Yes, what up, Walt?
The absolute best. All right. He booked me for a show in Philly that night because of the record that I had, 20-minute workout, which is a go-go record, which was now that you mentioned Dougie Fresh, which is based off of a beat from a track from a Dougie Fresh record, I'm Getting Ready, right? Which was produced by DC's own Rare Essence. We're going to get into that part in a minute. So I was booked to do the show, and we just happened to perform Let Me Clear My Throat. And we recorded it live in one take. And nobody in the audience knew that we were going to record the song. The only folks that knew that we were going to do the recording was myself, my DJ, and my mobile studio engineers. That was it. Nobody knew. We had the place mic'd up and everything. So I counted it off, and we went into it with one take. And I guess 25 years later, the rest is history and God's blessings. You know what I mean?
Wow. That was so. Your intentions was to make a record off of that live recording?
Yeah, when I came, I mean, I already knew we was going to record that night. Nobody else knew.
Nice.
Because I wanted genuine reaction.
The raw.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So the thing is, once again, we just doing the show. I've done several records like that. A 20-minute workout was done like that. We recorded that one live in a club called Alfie's Uptown Lounge in Richmond, Virginia. I Got That Feeling was recorded the same way live. That was done in a club in Baltimore. Yeah, shout out to Frank Ski. He was there with me that night.
Shout out to Frank Ski. Shout out to Frank Ski.
All of my records, when you hear those live recordings, those are live, not studio live or none of that. That is live, one take, right there on the spot, get in and get out. Even the video. All right, now let's talk about Dougie. Let's talk about the video remix that featured Dougie and Biz. And while we talking about Biz, while I mention Biz right quick, let's make sure we continue to keep him in prayer.
Sure.
Another fun fact about the way that I recorded the audio for the video. I came in on the set that day and I told the video director, I say, listen, I don't have any playback. We were about to record the audio portion of this video live. He looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, you know how dogs be turning their head, like trying to figure out what the heck?
Yeah.
He looked at me like that. I said, don't worry about it, man. I said, you just keep the cameras on us. That's all you got to do one job. Just keep the cameras on us. We got the rest. So Dougie and Biz had no idea as to what I wanted them to do. When they came on the set, I grabbed Dougie. I said, look, Dougie, I need 8 bars from you. I said, I'm going to lead you in and I'm going to lead you out. I told Biz the same thing. I counted down. We started. So when you say, when you hear me say now all the way live from New York City, Mr. Bismarck, grab the mic, give Biz, can I kick it? That's old school hip-hop. That's old school. That's just old school MCing. That's 2 turntables on a microphone. That's what Let Me Clear My Throat is. Dougie Fresh, my Miller, my man. Get on the mic and
do the best he can.
What does Dougie do? Dougie, once again, it's a freestyle. Dougie comes in with the Wizard of Oz. Oh, we are proud. Once again, call and response. Because me and Dougie and a few other of us, we are the masters of that because that's the school we come from. We old school. You know what I mean? But we know how to take those old school elements and apply them everywhere. Now let's talk about Clear My Throat real quick, or Let Me Clear My Throat real quick. A lot of people outside of the go-go community, when they hear that record, they think it's a go-go record. It ain't a go-go record at all. That's Mark 45 King, the 900 number that's driving that record. Now that's hip-hop as you can get.
And I'm from the Bronx, and I'm 50. So when that
you
hit,
already know.
You know. Yep.
But there was elements of go-go
in
that song. And the elements, where those go-go elements come in at, was my vocal performance on that song, with all the call and response, with all the spontaneity, plus the fact that we recorded it live, which is a go-go thing. So, and I'm from DC, so it's gonna feel and sound like a go-go record, but technically, Let Me Clear My Throat is old school hip hop.
Yep.
2 turntables on a microphone. That's all that is. The DJ and the MCs, and we were just up there old school MCing it, call and response. It's live. 900 number. It really don't get no more hip hop than that. So that's what.
Yeah.
People want to ask me what Let Me Clear My Throat is. That's what it is.
So And the amazing part of this, there's so many aspects of this. Number one is I love the confidence, you coming from a different city, going to Philly and doing your thing and like, I'm about to kill this. And I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been hip hop. The only reason I'm a comedian is because I learned how to rock a microphone because of hip hop. Mm-hmm. That like I learned how to be a comedian from other comedians and watching, but I learned how to be on stage from watching MCs and parts do their thing. I just always wanted to know this. I was outside the club and I say this story all the time. And I heard the eruption. Like I heard what's going on. And I got there late. Like, is there a minute? Because I know there's some shows I've done where I can go back and be like, I knew this was something special. Did you feel that there was something special when because you said some stuff that forever has been said at clubs for the next 25 years. Like what you said in your call and response was like, now everybody knows it's the usual thing that you would say. If you got your own, if you don't need a man, but now that's regular now. That wasn't regular when you heard the response. Did you feel that this was something special at that moment?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't really get into myself like that, honestly. I'm just up there having fun with it. That's all. I was up there saying things that I know that women would like to hear. Stuff that I know that they would respond to. That's all it is. I didn't sit there and think that. I like, well, damn, or I had to write it down, all that. I just went up there and I was just that's the MC side of me. I'm a DJ / MC.
A humble legend.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm hip-hop and I'm go-go. And so coming from both those particular cultures, I can get in front of any crowd. I don't give a damn who it is.
Oh,
and
no, I totally understand it. But I'm saying when you felt the response, did you go like, oh, we got him there? Because as somebody who's a master at this, you know, when you like, okay, I'm about to take y'all somewhere so far. Like, y'all don't even know. When you said your first thing and they responded, did you think in your mind, you have no idea where I'm about to take you right now?
I think to a particular degree, yes, because okay, you're a performer, so you know when you got them going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and you get that little feeling of confidence over you, that little slight feeling of power because you got the mic and whatever you say, everybody and every damn thing you saying, everybody is leaning on everything that you saying. You know what I mean? So in that regard, yes, I did.
Nice.
I did.
You know, as a performer, what really got me is when you said, turn the monitors up. Turn the monitors up.
More music.
More music than the monitors, yeah.
When I heard that every time I hear that, I go, oh, that makes me feel so good. He's like, turn the monitors up. I need these monitors, even though I'm about to kill these right now. I need these monitors. Yeah. I always love that part to me, that is the realest part of the whole thing where you're like, yo, white boy, turn these monitors up right now. Because it's about to happen.
I'm gonna tell you the realest part of that recording that I didn't find out about until probably almost 10 years later. So I'm going through YouTube and everything, and I was watching the Clear My Throat video, and so I'm going through the comments, and so I seen one comment that said, "Eat my pussy at I don't know a minute and something." I'm like, huh, what? So I said, let me scroll through this video. And so right when I say freeze, and I'm getting into the little routine about the ladies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right after I said freeze, some lady, I don't know who she is to this day, because I didn't hear it that night. Some lady said, "Eat my pussy." I said, what? Now, mind you.
All right, cool. It was my baby mom. It was my baby mom. Cool. It was my baby mom.
and then, I proceed, with the routine.
Yeah.
So I'm saying all that to say this: for at least, quite possibly, damn near 10 years, that was played on radio. That was going across the airwaves. but it was so faint. Like you had to really be listening to hear that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, Kool. I wonder if I would have seen that woman that night, and she would have been, appealing to me. Ain't no telling what could have happened. I could probably have a son or a daughter from Philadelphia. You never know.
Yo, Kool. It don't matter how old we get. We also like, you know what? If I would have met this chick, there's a good chance. Like I might have missed out. No, but the crazy thing about that is that how legendary it is. And I gotta just dig in the pockets because go hip hop. They're in this music business. People don't get the money they're supposed to make. Like they don't get the money they're supposed to make. Like if the Rolling Stones would have did exactly what you did that night and recorded it, they would have been 25 million deep forever. I'm not talking about one shot. It would have been forever.
Oh yeah.
If the Police or the Beatles or anybody would have done that, that would have been $15 million a year every year. Once every year would have happened. Did you make the money that you thought you should have made on that? And if you don't want to answer, I get it. But that is something that and I know it's not always about the money, but damn it, that is historical. No matter what city you play that in any, I don't care what gang affiliation. I don't care if it's Hispanics. I don't care if it's black. I don't care where it is. If you play it, the turn up gets real.
Yep.
Were you financially compensated for that?
Overall, I would say yes. I mean,
oh, good.
I mean, it's like going back to, who I was talking about a moment ago, my management, Big Block, Walt Jr. He makes sure that, that our business is straight. Shout out to my lawyer, Bernie Resnick. You know what I mean? Got them Jew boys with me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that business is straight.
Yeah.
The only thing is, as far as the promotion and marketing side of things, that was not taken care of properly. That record started out on an independent label that was out of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from DC, but that was out of Baltimore, Maryland at the time. Shout out to Steve Janis. Right. It was a label called CLR Records, a little small indie label. So I'm saying all that to say they really didn't have a video, money for video budget and anything as far as promotion and marketing is concerned. So we were not able to maximize on that part. You know what I mean? It later got picked up by American Records, Rick Rubin. I will give him a shout out, but I ain't never met the man. That's another story. Shortly after the record blew up, just up out of the damn blue, they lose their distribution deal with Warner. So thank God, to God Almighty and the DJs that kept that record going. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So in that regard, no, I did not maximize on this song. But here we are right now, talking about this record. This year happens to be the 25-year anniversary of Let Me Clear My Throat.
Yes,
and I've been around the world, I don't know how many times. I've been to just about every country and every continent for the most part that you can go to because of this record. We've gotten a lot of business with the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NHL, all college sports, movies, television commercials, TV shows, everything. And so my publishing and my sound exchange checks every 6 months and every 3 months, they're good. God's good.
Clap it over there. Clap it over there.
God's good.
There you go. Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So like for an example, through this whole pandemic, and that's another whole conversation for another whole show, but I will say this. I have not necessarily needed or wanted for anything. Matter of fact, let's just erase that necessary. Let's erase that word out. I have not needed or wanted for anything during the whole time of this pandemic. And I've only had one. Matter of fact, this past Saturday was the first show that I had in a year.
Wow. Wow.
There it is.
Yeah.
But I have not had one moment to where as I was saying, damn, man, I wonder where I'm going to get this money from to take care of this. Well, God been holding me up. So between God and Walt Jr. and Bernie, good.
God.
That publishing is important.
The loyalty to Walt Reed Jr. too over all those years. That's hot. I like that.
He is family. He is family. He is, you know what I'm saying? He is family. Yes.
And the amazing thing is to finally hear artists with a good story. To finally hear somebody who's like, listen, I've been good with speaking to the legendary DJ Kool. There's so much I want to ask you because you represent so much, especially in that DC area, and the weight. Like when you go to DC, your name is always on the tip of everybody's tongue. Where's DJ Kool? When you have that responsibility of being that name, does it get kind of weighing because everybody wants to know your opinion on everything that comes out that city?
I mean, no. You gotta understand something. Right now, you're talking to probably, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with ego, but I'm throwing this in there.
Go ahead, yeah.
You're talking to quite possibly the most humble artist you're gonna ever meet, or music industry person, or what have you, that you're gonna ever meet in your life. I'm one of them. Right. Anytime you see me, I'm gonna treat you like I've been knowing you 30 years. I mean, because of this fact right here. I tell people all the time, you could be Mr. All That today and be Mr. Who That tomorrow. I mean, so you need to be thankful for the privilege. You need to humble yourself. You know what I mean? And some of these cats, for real, they really need to get over themselves. Because they doing too much. They doing too much. So I'm just me. I'm just a cat from Southeast DC. You know what I mean? And that's it. That just happened to be able to make a living using my passion, using my gift. That's it. Now, anything else you want to put on top of it, that's on you.
So the verses,
man, I'm just, like all that old kind of stuff. I don't even think about it. I'm just moving around. As the 5% say, I'm just God body with it. You know what I mean? I keep God first because that's most important. That's the do all and end all of everything. And just understand that all throughout this interview that we doing, I'm gonna always touch on some part of something spiritual, because that's how I move.
Nice.
I'm gonna always put a little bit of that in there. I'm gonna always sprinkle a little bit of spirituality in there. I ain't gonna preach to you. I might get a little Farrakhan a little bit. You know what I mean? But you're gonna know that you're gonna know who I thank for all my blessings. Every morning I get up. Every morning.
So Jay, ask him the question, because I have a question. I want to keep it on DC, but go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah, I was just wondering about the verses, because the Redman and Method Man verses literally just happened and it was fire. And I was shocked when you came out. How did that come about? How did you get that call? Like, what happened there?
Red and Meth, those are my nephews. I'm their Uncle Kool, as they like to call me. I've been running with Redman since 2001. We had a gold record in 2001 called "Let's Get Dirty."
Yep. I wish we could play it, but we can't because Facebook and YouTube. You bastard! That's why we can't play it.
That's not even Facebook. You know what? We're gonna get on that one in a minute. But anyway, they family, man. That's my family right there.
Nice.
That's all I can tell you. I got the call at the last minute. And I guess they already knew, you know what I mean, for quite some time. But I guess they were trying to make sure they had everything all together. I wasn't even allowed to make an announcement to let people know that I was going to be performing, because I was supposed to be this surprise thing or whatever. So that was just getting together with the family. But I'm gonna tell you what did happen that night, though. That was a surprise for me, and that was very fulfilling. I got a chance to meet K Solo.
You never met K Solo?
Never met him.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yes.
But the amazing thing about that part was when we first, when we all got there, Doc came, what up, Uncle Kool, so K-Solo was with Doc. He has mask on though. What's up, DJ Kool, this and that, he acting like this big fan and whatnot. So I'm thinking, okay, boom, what's up, Shawn Love, respect. So we get in, and it's time to do sound check. So I get up there and do mine. So then K-Solo comes up on the stage. He still had the mask on. Then he took the mask off. And I say, what? And like K-Solo, you can't miss him. If you know anything about hip hop, you know exactly what he looked like. He has a very particular look. You know what I'm saying? He's a Cherokee Indian. You know what I mean? The Cherokee is a full-blood Cherokee Indian, and he got them real strong features, like, you know what I'm saying? Always look, And I said, that's damn K-Solo. And so I come up to him after he finished. I say, bro, I said, I just want to humbly apologize. I said, when you came up to me and was speaking to me the way that you were, talking to me like you knew me, well, maybe you did know me. You know what I mean? I thought that I didn't know you. And we sat down. And we talked and we chopped it up, and I found out that he was a prize fighter at one time that was about to go pro.
Yes, I'm a big boxing fan. Yes, I'm sorry. I know I'm a huge boxing fan. Yes, K-Solo was on the verge to go.
And we talked about that, because he was around. That was around Mike. He was talking about how close him and Mike Tyson were, and this and that. And my cousin that run with me, like he was in the fight game too at one point. So I let them talk, and they were talking about, this one and that one from this gym and that gym and
Golden Gloves and all that. Yep.
Yeah, but then I didn't know K-Solo's backstory with Doc. I didn't know that part. I didn't know that he brought Doc in the game, and Doc was DJing for K-Solo.
Yep.
We chopped it all the way up like that day, like. That he was amazing to me, like K-Solo is family. So now I see why he was acting like that towards me, because of the way that Redman acts like that towards me. I mean, I'm 10 years older or more than all of them. I'm 63. You know what I mean? And the rest of them cats, they late 40s, early 50s, which is amazing in itself. Like, Method Man is 50 years old.
That's amazing.
That's not old, but that's just an amazing number. You would, we see Method Man, them, they was youngins when they come in the game, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Look, I say this, Kool. You said 63. I would have never known that. I would have. It's just amazing that we made it in hip hop and go, and the fact that our cultures that we just have to like embrace a Method Man being 50, a Redman making it, because these rappers are dying at 20. They're dying at 20, 21 years old before they even, like, Biggie died young.
Yeah.
But these rappers are dying before their first hit single comes out.
Yeah.
And
it's sad. But do you want to say something about that?
I really didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to add to that. That has everything to do with the way that they living, man.
Yeah. I've been saying this all the time, Kool.
Going back to what I was saying earlier, they ain't got God in their life. I ain't saying they got to be in church every Sunday, every other Sunday, or in church at all. But they don't know him. But see, this is who their God is.
Chasing that bag.
This is their God.
No, I hate it.
You see? So this is why they don't care nothing about the culture. They don't care to learn about the culture. That's why they can get up there and think that, going and think that that's all right, and think that that's a part of hip hop, which it is not.
Thank you.
I'm not hating on you, but I'm telling you the truth because I can. I'm part of this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely part of this, and
so
yeah. And Kool, I just want to, and I'm glad you're saying this. And I don't know. I've been saying this for years. I've been on radio for over 20 years, from Hot 97 to being in Dallas K104 to doing what we're doing right now. I've been saying this for years. We're the only musical culture on the radio that we're always led by 20-year-olds. So when the 30-year-olds become 30, we're moved out. Like if the Rolling Stones released an album right now, the entire country would be on alert. The Rolling Stones are releasing an album, and those Rolling Stones could tell anybody, watch out for this pitfall. Watch out for that pitfall. Watch out for this. In hip hop, it's you turn 29. So if Big Daddy Kane were to release an album right now, no urban radio station would play it. No urban radio station would play an LL Cool J album, a Rakim album, and these are we don't get to evolve. So guys like you who can say, young man, come here for a second. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me tell you what you got to watch right now. Let me tell you what they're trying to do to you right now. This is what they're trying to do to you. We don't get that because we've been manipulated to, all right, you're there. You're old, G. You're old. I got to get this bag. I got to get this bag. But on the flip side, the Rolling Stones will tell you, you're going to get this bag, but let me tell you what comes with it. And let me tell you what you got to sacrifice for it and what they're going to make you do for it. And you don't have to do it because you can live a good life if you just listen real quick. If you just listen to these gentlemen, these grown-ass men, whoever it is, DJ Kool, LL, Rakim, even a Russell Simmons that says, I can tell you from the offices what they're going to do. It just frustrates me to no end because it's almost like I feel like I don't even know how to get that point across because guys like you with way more clout than I will ever have in this game get shunned off and they won't let us communicate with these young guys. They won't, and young women. Let me just not say young men, young women also who are getting used by these record labels strictly for their sexuality and being like, yo, let's do the Grammys and you lay on her and you grind against her and this is going to be great. And they have nobody to grab them and go like, don't do it. And I'm sorry I got on my soapbox, Kool, but
well, I mean, we on the air, man. You need to get on that soapbox and stay on there for a while because a lot of people need to hear that. This is your opportunity to let it out, so you doing what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
And I just try, and first of all, we're speaking to the legendary DJ Kool. Listen, from 1971, I was born in the Bronx, New York. The first hip hop song I heard, I was like 7 or 8 years old. I've heard 7 million ways a rapper can tell you how to kill somebody.
You heard it all. You
can't tell me any other way how to kill somebody. And I'm not, listen, I get it. I thought it was fly too. I get the whole thing. But the manifestation of this is that we keep telling ourselves that we manifest our beings. Our words manifest where we're going. So if you keep saying this and rappers keep dying at a younger and younger and younger age, don't you understand what you're putting out there is coming back? And hip hop is being used against us now. The same thing that helped me make my career, even in comedy, it's being used against us now. Every disrespectful act that's going against females, we promote. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. We lose a rapper and he dies, he gets killed, and we mourn him. Then we get in a car and listen to a song of a rapper bragging about the same thing that just happened to the person we're mourning. Does that not spark anything in you? Like, I'm listening to a guy saying he ran up in somebody's house and killed him, and Pop Smoke got killed the same exact way.
It sells. I mean, to put it blankly, it sells. The other, the consciousness doesn't sell the same. So
yeah.
And it's almost like we know what it is. We know who took over the culture. And people get mad when I say hip hop don't belong to us no more. It don't belong to us no more. They put us out there and say, this is what you should talk about. And it saddens me because this is the one thing in my life that I know I was there from the beginning. I was there from the beginning, from when people were scratching in the park and we didn't know exactly what the hell are you doing. But all we know is that this is dope. Like, we know that this is amazing and can change everything. And now it's being used against us to have even the oh, the women being portrayed. And now I know a 20-year-old is like, listen to this old man talking.
I was about to say that. Now they're going,
listen to the old man.
You gotta embrace it.
And I'm sitting there going like, yeah, but you're going to realize how you've been used. And Kool, please say whatever you have to say about this, please.
I mean, my thing is this, like, listen, to listen to the old man talk thing. Like, I guess I've been fortunate that I haven't gotten that response from a lot of these kids, and it may be because of the way I look to them.
Right.
Like,
yep.
I'm flyer than they are. Like when they see me,
real talk.
Clothes, when they see me, and that's normally the way that they see me. They see me in my work clothes. They be looking me up and down like, God damn, you look better than my father. You damn skimpy. I look better than your father. I'm probably older than your father, and your father's a fan. So let me sit you down and point you in the right direction, because you. Shit is crazy. I'm talking to this youngin' the other day, and I like to talk to them individually. I don't like to talk to them like a whole group of them.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Because
the
peer pressure thing and all that going on. And look, come here. I'm gonna set you down. It's gonna be me and you. And when you're talking to me, you're going to look me in my face. Don't be looking all over the place, especially when you shake my hand, you better shake my hand like a man. Don't be shaking my hand like a little bitch and looking all off while you shaking my hand. You better look at me and recognize me, because you never know. You might have to recognize, you know what I'm saying? You might have to recognize me one day. Right? So, case in point, I'm talking to this kid the other day. He's sagging and whatnot real bad. So I say, son, I say, let me ask you something. I say, have you ever heard the term buck breaking? Or have you ever heard the term breaking the buck? Do you know what that is? He said, nah. I said, well, this is what I want you to do. I say, I want you to research that. I say, just get on your phone, and ask Google. Google knows everything. I want you to type in buck breaking or breaking the buck. And I left him. He works at this place that does like t-shirts and stuff like that.
Right.
So I came back. I said, now when I come back here, I want you to tell me what you learned. So I came back, and first of all, youngin', God bless him, he got some kind of low focus problem, because I came back and I asked him, I say, now what did I ask you to research? You like, I don't know. I say, so now you telling me I'm sitting up here right in your face and you didn't hear a damn thing I said? I say, you might want to go get your little old hearing checked. Because I'm right here in front of you, and you telling me you didn't hear what I said. It's either you didn't hear me or you ain't paying attention to me. I said, I want you to tell me which one it is. So I said, all right. I said, now when I come back, I want you to tell me what you learned. So I came back to him. He wasn't able to tell me nothing. So I said, Shawn, let me tell you something. So I broke the whole thing down to him about the buck breaker thing, coming from slavery and stuff like that.
Yes.
Talking about that was the way that they used to make the rest of the slaves submissive, because they would sodomize you in front of your family, in front of the rest of the slaves and whatnot, and then make you sag your pants, so everybody could see. All right, that happened to such and such. You know what I mean? And if I don't act like I'm supposed to act, then I'm gonna get sodomized too. And then how that whole ideology transferred to prison. You know what I mean? When people sagging their pants, that let somebody know, look, you somebody's bitch. You know what I mean? And or you making yourself you're available for sex.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so I'm telling them all these things. And I'm like, well, bro, I say, now, do you represent, are you cool with stuff like that? Like, you want to run around here looking like you advertising for a man to get with you in a sexual manner? He looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, bro, that's what you're doing right now. I say, you need to get your, you need to get your appearance together. You know what I mean? I say, because at the end of the day, the reason why I'm talking to you like this, I say, I don't know you from a goddamn can of paint. I say, but the reason why I'm talking to you like this is because you are a part of the youth. I say, and one of these days when I'm gone, you're gonna be in my slot. You're gonna be, believe it or not, if you live long enough, you're gonna be somebody's OG one day. I said, have you ever thought about that?
Real talk.
They don't even think about that.
You gonna be somebody's OG if you live long enough. You're gonna be somebody's OG one day. And so you're gonna have to be able to teach these next ones coming up. especially us being black folks, because of everything that we got going on against us and the stuff that we've had going on against us since a lot of our ancestors, not all, but a lot of our ancestors were brought over here in the Atlantic slave trade. I said, boy, you better tighten up, because it's going to be your turn to teach and lead one day. And so I'm trying to prepare you for that moment. I say, think about all the stuff that's going on around you right now. I say, I'm sitting up here looking at you. I got a damn mask on my face. I say, have you ever thought that we'd be running around here with masks on our faces? Have you ever thought that you would hear conversations on the news talking about trying to make vaccines mandatory, and and these companies pushing vaccines like they got a brand new record coming out or something? I said, do you understand what's really going on around here?
And they don't.
I say, do you know who Bill Gates is? I say, do you know who the 15 power families are that really run this world? Do you know who they are and what their agendas are?
The entire world. Yep.
I say, you need to wake up. I say, because it's going down for real out here right now. And he's looking at me like I'm from Mars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know at that point I had his attention.
Of course.
And I didn't talk, I didn't talk to him like I was looking down at him or nothing like that. I'm right in front of him. And just like I say, he was by himself. So, I was striking some nerves. You know what I mean? And then I guess the sound of my voice and the energy that I'm projecting at him at the same time, he had to start straightening his stuff up. Like, well, damn, I need to get myself together.
Pull my pants up right quick.
Yeah. I say, but I'm trying to get you to a point to whereas when you step in a room, everybody starts adjusting themselves.
Yes.
Trying to make sure that they're speaking halfway decent English or something. You know what I mean? Because now you commanding respect without even saying anything. You know what I mean? Because of the energy that you're bringing in there. And they know that they ain't looking at no clown. You know what I mean? When they look at you. And I think that's what we got to give. That's one of the things we got to give these youngins. The other thing that we had to give these kids is some love. A lot of them ain't never had no love. That's why they out here acting the way that they acting. They never had no love. And nobody never told them, gave them a hug or anything. Nobody never say, well, that, good job for whatever they was trying to,
good job.
As far as a good job is concerned, nobody never gave them their props or whatever. So you grow up with all this anxiety and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of product you think you're going to put out there in the street when you got somebody with that type of mentality all the time? They'll do anything.
Yes.
Yo, show these youngins some love. Pull them to the side. Yo, man, what's up? You good? What you want to be? This and that. What you want to do with your life? You're going to have to start trying to figure that out right now, because right now you 16, but you're going to wake up tomorrow, you're going to be 35.
Damn. And Kool, you said, I'm just, like, nothing happens by coincidence. Like God has a plan, whatever your higher power is. I don't want to scare people off. If God ain't yours, if that ain't yours, then I'm no disrespect. But this happens for a reason, because I had to talk to a bunch of kids for a judge, and he wanted me to go talk to them because I've had my paperwork. I've been on probation twice. I've been through the system. And the first thing you said, show these younger people love. The first thing I said was, I know y'all think y'all know what I'm gonna say. The first thing I want to tell y'all is I appreciate y'all going through something harder than we ever went through when we were 17. And I want to give y'all, first of all, I want to spend this first 20 minutes on giving y'all credit for everything y'all going through and having to be 17 right now and 16 right now. So when you said that love part, it actually hit me, was like, that's exactly, we got to give these young people credit for getting through what they're getting through, because we got to take responsibility for the situations that we put them in. We got to take responsibility. Man, DJ Kool, legendary DJ Kool, I would love to have you back. Is there something? Is there a project that you? Is there a project you want to talk about? I just want to hear you talk and have you come back, dog. Like I honestly do, because I just want everybody. I want everybody. Well, you're older than me, but I want all these voices to be heard, so these younger 20, 17, 18, 19-year-olds can have these figures in their lives that they respect. Because when, like you said, when you take somebody out that group and you put them right in front of your face, all of a sudden the attention is paid. And I would love to have more people like you, just so that these young people can pay attention. So if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want to promote, you probably don't. But if you do, like tell me what it is. Are you on the radio in DC? Are you still on the radio out there?
Well, I was never necessarily on radio, at least not terrestrial radio. I've had, brief moments where they asked me to come in and do mix shows and this and that, but I was never a terrestrial radio cat because I've never liked the politics of it.
Yeah. How about it?
You know what I mean? I come from a club DJ background. So with that being said, I'm used to being able to play what the hell I want to play.
Yes.
And I know hit records because I break hit records.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing about what's hot because you ain't out there in them streets. You ain't out there in them clubs. I'm in front of thousands of people a night. And I know exactly what they banging to and what they ain't banging to.
Yo,
so ain't no what the hell you can sit up here and tell me, well, because of research. Damn it, it don't get no more. You don't get no more research than being right there in front of the damn people. Now, how much more research you need than that?
Hey, yo, Kool. Hold on, I gotta say this because radio politics is amazing. I sat in a room with a program director and assistant program director who told me to my face, as I told him, well, Jay-Z's good in the clubs. They told me Jay-Z is a good club song. Jay-Z's not a good radio artist that we can play. This was 1990, I think it was 98. It was before 2000. And I remember sitting there going like, what are you talking about? The whole city's on fire right now. This is when he had just started State Property and Beanie Siegel and Freeway and Petey Craig. And I was like, no, and they were like, no. He's just that just works in the club. Continue, Kool. I just wanted to co-sign that. I just want to co-sign the politics and the nonsense that goes on in the radio. That's all I wanted to do. Continue.
Hell, man. I'm like, but what I am doing is a weekly broadcast on a platform called Go-Go Radio Live. And I come on every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. And I play numbered 80s and 90s go-go. I play a lot of PA stuff, PA tape stuff that was never recorded, but stuff that my audience knows because for the most part, they were there that night at Cherry's when Class Band was there in 1982, or they was there at the Black Hole one night when when Backyard was there in 1996. You know what I mean? They was at the Washington Coliseum one night in 1980 when Red Essence was there, and I'm playing something from that. So that's the type of stuff I'm playing. I call my program Monday Night Live. And the whole premise of Monday Night Live is I tell people that every month I'm broadcasting live from one of the clubs that I actually used to play at back in the day. I played at God knows how many clubs from 1979 to 1996. I had DC, Maryland, and Virginia covered. There's one point I was playing 7 nights a week between different clubs. On Monday, you can come see me at this spot. Tuesday, I'm here. Wednesday, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. And so it's been incredible. We are now about to transfer this whole thing to Go-Go TV. We will be Go-Go TV starting the first week in June. And right now we could be seen on all of your smart TV Go-Go your smart TV apps, Roku, and all of those, Apple TV, this and that. You know what I mean? And you can also hear us, on the podcast channels like Spotify, iHeart Radio, and some others. So I've been doing that since last May. The 10th of next month will be my 1 year anniversary with Go-Go Radio, but it will be the 11th year anniversary for Go-Go Radio, which is once again about to turn into Go-Go TV, and I'm about to be made the face of Go-Go TV.
Nice.
That's an amazing thing.
Go.
DJ Kool, thank y'all. So thank you for taking time out to be a part of this.
Real quick. I got a couple questions.
Oh, before he asks his question, Kool, let me just tell you what this mother does all the time. At the end of every interview, no matter who we interview, at the end of every interview, when we're about to wrap up, this bastard waits till the end, right? When he knows we got to wrap up, he does it with everybody. And no matter who we interview, he does the same thing. Real quick. Now, this mother has the clock in front of him. He had this question 20 minutes ago. I don't know why.
Now, hey, look, you cutting all into his time right now.
Yes,
No,
I'm doing it. Exactly.
Cool. I'm doing it on purpose because he does this on purpose. Oh, he's my brother. I'll die for these two individuals. I will die for. But he's an irritating motherfucker. But go ahead.
I'm just trying to get
That's why you love him. That's why you love him right there.
I love him. Go ahead.
So similar to verses, I like to try to get to know our guests a little bit. So I'm gonna throw two things out there. You just pick one or the other. So in the mindset of let me clear my throat. So when I think of that, I think of for DJ Kool, is it Halls or Ricola? Pick one. Halls or Ricola? Bam! There it is. So yeah, he has it right there.
I can't believe
the big mega pack. You gotta have it.
I'm just mad that Jay Black actually did this whole thing and said Ricola, and he didn't even say pause afterwards. He said, "What do you put in your throat?" Okay, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Robot testing tonight.
Hold on. Watch how you ask that question.
Yes.
DJ Kool, what do you put in your mouth?
Hey, Kool, I'll die for him, but I gotta watch him. I gotta watch him. Go ahead.
All right. So Robot testing and NyQuil.
NyQuil.
NyQuil kind of guy. All right. So with my hot tea, is the lemons or no lemons?
Lemons.
You gotta do lemons. All right. So since you're from DC, you can't pick DC. So Maryland or Virginia, you gotta pick one.
Maryland. Okay, since we're playing games, DJ Kool.
It's crazy. Actually, scratch that question right there. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I am definitely from DC, right? But I got so many people in Maryland, so many people in Virginia, and as the youngins call it nowadays, DMV. So, give me a different question.
Okay, how about this? How about TV shows? Snowfall or The Wire?
The Wire. Classic.
The Wire, Baltimore.
Shout out to Big G. Yeah.
25 years later since Let Me Clear My Throat. Real hair or weaves?
Real hair.
You didn't change
if you got your real hair.
Ain't nothing like that. To go real old school with it, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
You gotta end it on that. I'm not even gonna keep going. I gotta end it on that.
Real quick, I have a new single. Coming out. We're going to start pushing on it next month called Cha Cha Cha. This is in the line dance genre right here. Okay. And so we should be shooting a video probably about mid-June. And be on the lookout for that. If y'all can maybe text me or email or something like that, I can send you Cha Cha Cha.
I thought you about to say hit up Walt Raider Jr. We'll be in the video. We're gonna come down.
Well, you could. Why not? You could. You're more than welcome.
Hey, it's an invite. You heard that, Walt? Well, I heard that, Walt.
It's official. Yeah, Cha Cha Cha. Yes, sir.
Stop playing, Walt. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Trust me, we'll be.
Already know, right?
We already know.
Say they gonna do something. It's done.
Exactly.
All it is a stroll down 95. That's all it is. That's all it is. I done went down there to meet a few people at the harbor, but we ain't gonna talk about that story. But anyway, DJ Kool, for real, on everything. Thank you so much. This has been legendary.
Thank you for having me.
Whatever you need from us, please just reach out, and we're gonna reach out because I still haven't even talked about the white boys running in the Capitol. I didn't even get to get your view. I didn't even get to get that. I didn't even get to get that.
So let's say that for part 2, because no one.
Part 2.
It seems like no one is ever able to get in everything they want to get in with me with these interviews. We always have to do a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. You have to do a whole documentary, like, you know what I mean, a whole series. So that's fine with me. I love talking to folks, man.
Yeah. Legendary DJ Kool, part 2. White boys running in the Capitol. That's how we gonna start the whole thing. It's gonna start right there.
And taking a shit in the Capitol.
Yeah, the whole thing. We're going the whole way. We're starting right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have legendary DJ Kool, but we have to congratulate him for all the success. Go Radio is going to be Go TV. He will be the face of that. He also will have another song coming out that we're going to be in the video.
Yeah, it's official.
I just manifested it.
DJ to play it.
DJ Kool. DJ Kool.
Thank you so much. So I need somebody's email or something.
Black.
I get it over to Walt Reader. Yeah, I give it over to Walt Reader. Yep, we got it. Yes, sir.
So I need to send you that immediately. Yes.
Okay. We got it. I'm gonna take a black and mild. I'm gonna take a black and mild break, and we're gonna come back. That's what I do.
Hey, look, from Big Brother Little Bud, ease up on them black and milds.
I know,
right? Because that goes where? That goes here.
In my chest and my lungs.
And that coronavirus mess goes where?
In your chest and your lungs.
Tell him, Kool.
Tell him, Kool. Tell him one more time. Say it again.
Just ease up on the black and miles, because they going here, and that crap that's going on out here, that's going here too. And you need this strong. You need this King Kong strong. You know what I mean?
There you
go. You're absolutely right. So you're absolutely right.
Black and miles.
Absolutely
That's all I'm gonna say. Me, I'm not a vaccine guy. I just want to throw that out there. And I think it's pitiful that they call themselves trying to make that a mandate, for people like myself that need to travel and all this kind of stuff. Y'all gonna have to find another way to get me. You can't get me that way. But that's just the music that I'm playing. You know what I mean? I can't put that on nobody else.
Hey,
natural health remedies, that's where I'm at. Me, Dougie, a bunch of us on the natural health kick. Been like that for years.
Hey, Kool. Oh, real quick. We got Walt Reader's joint. How do we get, you know what, Jay? We need his direct email. Okay. Like we need a direct email, but we can't say it right now because I don't want your email to go crazy. I don't even know how we go about doing that. Can we put him in the waiting room and get it?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there a way we can?
I thought I already had it. I mean, let's I can give you that page, so to speak.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Hey, DJ Kool, you have no idea. You stuck with us now. You stuck with us. You have no idea. You have no idea. I may not play the drums, but if you give me the tambourine, pause. I will play the tambourine, but pause. I will kill it.
I might give you the cowbell.
Yeah, give me the cowbell. I'm Puerto Rican. The cowbell, I kill the cowbell.
Yeah. You keep that rhythm going, yes, sir.
I'm in the building. I'm walking with a cowbell. I'm putting tape around the bottom of it. I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah, boy.
I'm in the building. Oh, I might not smoke a black and mild that night. DJ Kool.
You gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta start slow. Thank you, and thank you for everything. Everything you brought to the culture. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends. Yeah.
This is my uncle, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the legendary DJ Kool in the building, everybody.
Yo, hold on, Kool. See, he went and got a little fancy jacket.
What?
He got the shimmy on the side of the. So you did the whole outfit.
Yeah.
The jewelry, everything.
Yes.
Just to do a hook.
You know what?
Nah, you got to do something else.
I tell you what. Let's break it down like this. Hey, yo, Scratch, hit me with the horns, man. Y'all ready? Let's go. Oh, no. Let's go. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Everybody jump.
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
Hey, yo. It's going to be a hot summer. Because we back at it, man.
it all goes down. June 17th, the Arlington Improv, hosted by me, Michael Shawn. Who the else you thought was gonna host it? It's my show, man, and starring Rudy Rush, CJ Starr, your TikTok celebrity, my girl Lustrous Barbie, and the comedian Q, who just got married. Congratulations, homie. Now get your tickets, 817-635-5555, or hit up improvtx.com / is that a backslash? I think it's a backslash. Arlington. Or it could be real simple in your life if you tap the link in my bio. June 17th, the Arlington Improv, the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show is back. It's going to be a hot summer. And it's all powered by the Breakfast Brothers. Yeah!
Hey guys, it's Sexy Mo of Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. May is National Menstrual Month, and millions of women and girls are kept from reaching their fullest potential due to poor menstrual hygiene and lack of education. Protect the most precious jewel in the world to you. Visit getpadstoday.com to experience Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain pads are infused with the Nobel Prize-winning material graphene. Graphene strip provides various health benefits that potentially help relieve painful abdominal cramps, balance the body's pH, and graphene moves heat away from your core and help keeps you dry. Get yours today at getpadstoday.com and begin experiencing a less painful and drier cycle. Finally, your feminine flow has met its match with Rain Sanitary Napkins. Protect your most precious jewel today and visit getpadstoday.com.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Let's go.
Let's go. Bring ladies and gentlemen, iconic. One of the most legendary singers. A man who did something so amazing, which is he already had a successful solo career. Mm-hmm. And then he got with an iconic group and turned all the way up with that group. Because everybody knows the biggest voice on that group was Johnny Gill. Well, I just gave it away. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill. Oh, it's Johnny Gill.
What's good?
Can we turn your phone sideways, Johnny? Can we turn it sideways?
Let's see how we can do this here.
Let's see.
So, okay. You know, I'm just, I'm talented when it comes to this stuff.
No, but Jay Black, don't worry.
There we go.
Johnny Gill. Yo, wait a sec. We got Johnny Gill.
Tell by the voice. Yeah, that's the official one.
It's good to see you, but now I owe Jay Black 20 cents.
You owe him 20?
I owe him 20 cents.
Yeah, nobody believed. Okay, Johnny, let me explain something to you before we get into this. How we got to your number. So we're doing this, right? We worked in New York on Hot 97 with Jonesy. We worked in Dallas and done a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going through our contacts because we just want people to get on. So we had Bill Bellamy, we had Lunell. So we're just going through our phone list. And Shawnee Scott, she has your number. So we just happened to call. So I have the phone to the microphone. I'm not thinking you're going to answer. I'm like, there's no way Johnny Gill's going to, and you answer.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something I learned in this business many, many, many years ago. You leave no stones unturned. And the way I've stayed in this business for a long time, I never pick up the phone just saying hello. I pick up the phone going, I'll take it.
Nice.
That's a good way to think.
So Johnny, when I'm asking these questions on the phone because I'm like, we're never gonna get him back on here. Like, this is a wrap. And Jay's like, no, we're gonna get him back on. We're gonna get him back on. I'm like, no, we're not. It's over. I've dealt with this before. I've seen this. I've been in this game for over 20 years as a comedian and a radio person. He's not coming back. He's like, Mike, he's coming back. So I destroyed Jay Black after you got off the phone. Like we let him have it for like 30 minutes.
Oh,
I was like, you folded like a lawn chair. If you were a gang member, I'd be dead. Like, you did not hold me down.
Well, let me tell you, my word is all I have, man. And that's why when I say I'm going to do something, I do it because I've learned many, many, many years ago, man. That's what it's about. Your word is all you got.
Yep.
Okay. So even though I didn't believe Jay Black, and I never do this, even though I didn't believe Jay Black, last night I was actually thinking, if I talk to Johnny Gill, I need to get a lot of stuff out here. So number one, we're going to start slow. Number one,
yes.
We're going to start slow. Number one, When did Johnny Gill know that he could sing? When was the moment that you were like, oh, wait a second?
I knew when I got my first check and I went and bought me a gold nugget ring and a nugget watch and chain to go through it. I was like, this is on. And I was like, shoot, I can do this. I was like, I'm in the game.
The gold nugget.
That's when you knew when you actually got the money for it?
I got that first check. I was like, hey, for real? They paying me to really do this?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't get the gold nugget. I was just happy that I had some money. When you first get on and you get a record deal, and then you do that song with Stacey Lattisaw. Mm-hmm. How old are you when you do that song?
I think I might have been probably maybe 17 or 18, I think, because the very first record I did, I was 16 when the first album came out. And then I think we did did another album, which was, I was 17. Yeah, I think I was 18 when we did the duet album.
Mm. Yeah, so you do. Yeah. So what is it like at that moment when, like, I don't even know what it's like to put out an album at 16 and be that incredible and put out an album, because you had a grown man voice when you were 16. Dog.
Yeah, yeah, and it caused me a problem because the label kept saying, the president of the record company kept saying, you know, everybody kept saying he's just a little boy, but he sounds like a grown man. And they were saying, you know, he said he always told me, he was like, hey, I knew we had something. And he said we just had to wait for the body to catch up with the voice. But yeah, it was a challenge for them. It was a challenge trying to figure out how to make that work. But you know, they did, and God bless him, because he stood in there, and it was like, hey man, this kid is talented, and we're not letting him go. So, you know, and he was right.
Right. No, he was definitely right. He was definitely right. He was definitely, and this is the crazy thing about it. At 16, you have this grown man voice. So then, when does everything in your career take off? When you realize that you're actually famous? When is the moment that happens when you go like, wait a second, I'm famous. Like people know me.
Wow. Wow, that's a good question. When did I? You know, I thought I was famous the first time I heard my record on the radio.
That's what I'm talking about, John. That's how I would have felt. Hell yeah.
I was like, y'all should have never gave me one. I'm
like, I need all y'all hoes to line up. Y'all heard the song.
I was in the candies. I was like a little kid in the candy store. I want this one. Give me you. Give me you. Give me you.
There we go. There we go. There we go. and man, there's so much stuff to ask you, because then this is where I want to go with it. You're 16. They don't know what to do because you sound like a grown-ass man. So they can't sell you as a kid because the voice is like, you're 16, but you got like mothers who are 40 vaginas getting moist at this point because your voice, you're like, you're grown. But then you have a solo career that we always look to you as our standard. Like my generation had Johnny Gill. Mm-hmm. That's the only person we could put next to Luther and Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
You were our resort. Like I could always go, yeah, but we got Johnny Gill. And then you started making songs where it was like up tempo and stuff like that because the things had changed. And you started making up tempo songs. Yeah. And you were doing your thing. Who came to you and said, you know what? We need to put you on New Edition. Like whose idea was that to take you back to the 16-year-old to be like, now you're going to be part of a band?
You know, it's actually I always say it was a freak of nature when I think about it, because the reality was when I moved out to LA, and when I moved out to LA, I was still a solo artist. I ran into to Bivens, and I think it might have been Ron, or one of them was with him as well. But it was crazy because we all started at the same time, and we would cross paths. So it was just, we ran into each other at a Whispers concert, matter of fact.
Not at a Whisper. I'm going to beat your ass, Johnny. At a Whispers concert.
I swear to God. And so he goes, and when Mike comes up to me and he asks me, he's like, yo, he said,
Hey, y'all, let me ask you a question. like, do you think you got your just do? I mean, like as a singer, and I mean, like, cause you's a great vocalist. And I reached in my hand and I pulled out my pockets, and nothing but lint fell out. I said, nope.
Oh, wow.
And he asked me about coming to dinner with them, but they were actually in town because they was getting ready to do a show. But first, he asked me about actually doing lunch with them, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm around. I'm not doing anything." So I went. We did lunch, and I didn't think nothing else about it. And then they asked me if I would come to their show. They was playing guess what, the Ice Capades.
Are you serious? Wait, whoa! You're serious?
I'm dead serious. So I actually go to the Ice Capades to the show, and then they wanted to do dinner. Asked about doing dinner the next day, and I'm going, "What? Why are they asking about doing dinner?" And then I started thinking, I'm like, what are they up to? Like, are they trying to? And then I thought, nah, that definitely can't be. And sure enough, we went to dinner and we all talked, and then they were just saying that they wanted to go back to having a 5-member group because of the choreography and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks more effective. So I didn't know at the time they was having some real serious internal issues at the time. I had no idea. Mm-hmm. And so I'm riding along with the, oh, okay. And when they asked me that, I thought, I was sitting there and I'm thinking, hell no. My first thought was like, oh, hell no. What am I going to do with these? They dance and sing. I don't. So
no, I just sing for real. Johnny, what's your Instagram?
It's Real Johnny Gill.
Real Johnny 22.
Okay, because I want to see if I can get real. I can get you on my All right, if I can get you on my Instagram live, because people are like fiending to see you on my Instagram live right now, and I'm gonna see if I can invite you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get that. Or Jay, can you? Okay, we'll see if we can make that happen. Okay, so you see them at the Ice Capades, and you're like, hell no, I'm not gonna do this spinning and dancing, and this was a running joke. This is how we got to Johnny Gill. This was a running joke when I said, Johnny is a singer. Like, I love New Edition.
Uh-huh.
But I never pictured Johnny going, Candy Girl, you're all mine. I was like, that's not Johnny Gill.
I made several calls to ask some of my friends. I was like, man, what do you think? And my friends were saying, hey, listen, you got to look at it this way. Those guys are the hottest young boy band in the game.
Right.
And they were just saying that, that would be even Gerald Busby at the time, God bless his soul. He told me, he said, this will then give you a better springboard to do your your solo album and getting that exposure that you really would need. So you guys, you bring something to the table. Both of y'all bring something to the table. So, and I kept sitting there thinking, but how is this going to work? Because I remember the day that they brought me over to meet Brooke, and they wanted me to just try and do a cross step. I remember Brooke looking, and he put his hand over his head, and he goes, "Oh, you are you kidding me? I'm not God. Yeah, this is a miracle." I couldn't even do a cross step, and I was like, a cross. When they even tried to show me the cross step, I was like, shoot, I could sit down and sing while y'all dance.
Get a tall stool. Get on a tall stool.
I was like, oh, hell no.
So how, we saw the Lifetime movie, and it seemed like you and Ralph were actually cool. Is that true?
In the beginning, I won't say we were cool. It was kind of like the new kid in school, and you're the new one, and you're trying to get the kind of feeling everybody out. Ralph and I was kind of, because I didn't know at that time. They had brought me in because Ralph was talking about going to do his own thing and solo,
right?
So a career, and I think what happened, they got concerned, and I think they were afraid that once he rocked, he wasn't going to probably come back if he was successful.
Right.
Ralph did not know that that's what they were doing, and that I didn't even when they even asked me about being a part of the group and making a decision to even do it. Ralph didn't know until he got to Minneapolis that we got a new member, because they had started recording with Jimmy and Terry before they did the show and I met them, they had already started recording a new album.
So go ahead. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
So Ralph was like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like when he got to Minneapolis and realized we got a new member. I had no idea, he didn't know. So things blew up in the conference room with Jimmy and Terry set us down, everybody down, and things got crazy. I mean, it was just yelling and screaming in there. And I'll never forget Jimmy and Terry looking at me and going, this is Ralph's group. And, of course, if the guys want you here, you're going to be a part of that. But just want to give you a heads up that you probably won't be doing any singing on this album. And I said, okay.
Wow.
I said, all right.
Johnny Gill not doing any singing.
Wait.
How does that happen?
No, you know what, Johnny, and let me tell you something. You are an amazing person, okay? Because at the end of the day, you could have really been like, we can do two things, Ralph. We can either grab this microphone and see who sings. We can grab this mic and see who sings better.
Have a sing off. Let's have a sing off.
Or we can fight. Either one.
You're not gonna win.
Either one, you're not winning this.
But you know what really, and what happened after that was after the blow up, and he realized that I didn't even know what was going on.
Right.
We started when we would all go back to the hotel, man, it would just go and we would sit down and have drinks and just be sitting and talking. And we began to realize that we had a lot in common. And it was crazy how we just started bonding. And from that point on, man, it was just things just kind of got to a point where I would go in, sing some of the demos of the songs. And then I started realizing when they started having me to do that, that was like a big step to begin with. And then all of a sudden, if you hear a lot of the stuff of the runs and stuff that was being done, I would do the scratch vocals on those, and then they would follow those.
I know you was mad when you would do the scratch vocals, and then they would have to do them, and I know in your heart you was like, I know in your heart you was like, y'all are like, killing my heart right now.
I was kind of like, what kind of essence is this?
I knew it.
But you know what? To be honest with you, I've always felt so secure because remember, even doing this, we had to go to the president of the label, which Gerald Busby, and Gerald. I had my solo career still intact, and once we had finished up with this, I still had, I was obligated to do my solo album. So I never came in going, I need to be out front and I need to be the center of attraction to all of that stuff. I was just like one of those. I just felt like when I came in, my attitude was, what do you guys need me to do? And it really helped to balance me out and with life, because what happens is being another solo artist is one thing, but when you're in a group, it's like being on the basketball team. You have to play your role, but it teaches you, and you need balance. It teaches you how to work with other people. If you ever notice in all the pictures, I was always in the back. I was never. They used to be fighting to see who's going to be in front. They used to be fighting over parts, over songs. I never did any of that. I was
Johnny,
just like, what is it that you need me to do?
You were always in the back. And I have to go to the story, but first I want to say, I know there were times you were in the studio when y'all were doing vocals. And I know there were times when like, can y'all just listen? I can knock this out real quick. Y'all ain't got to give me credit. Like, I can just knock this out real quick.
You see that laugh?
Like I can literally, if you just like, why are we sitting here? Like y'all don't even have to just let me do it. Like Ricky, shut up! Like stop! Enough! Enough! Like listen. Just let me. The God has given me this gift. Like Johnny Gill's the type that can smoke a pack of Newports and go into the booth
and still
sound perfect. But hold on, they always put you in the back.
Yeah,
they always did. So it's that. What was the Heartbreak? What was the NAR did? What was the Heartbreak tour?
Any Heartbreak? Yep, the Heartbreak.
Okay,
tour,
okay. So Johnny, I went to that concert, right? And I told this story like a week ago. And I told this story, and I think y'all singing "Can You Stand the Rain," and they made the mistake of allowing you to get like it felt like a 10-minute segment.
That was Boyz II Men.
Was that Boyz II Men?
It was Boyz II Men. Yeah, yeah. Where they would go, okay, go.
And you went.
Yeah, yeah.
And no,
like,
and you
give me
went.
that one moment, that 1 minute, that minute, the door opened, an opportunity to go. Now introduce yourself. I was like, no problem, I got that. Let's go.
And that was Boyz II Men. I always thought that was a New Edition concert.
Yeah, it was Boyz. Well, no, it was the Heartbreak Tour, but it was the song Boyz II Men.
The Boyz II Men song.
Oh, Boyz II Men. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the song. Yeah.
And Johnny, no, don't take this the wrong way.
No.
You had me 2 seconds from screaming like a bitch. You almost had me. I said, I had my hand. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I put my right hand up. I did have my right hand up, right? And I said,
what's crazy?
Go ahead.
And I used to hear everyone, because before that, that's a younger audience when you look at the New Edition audience. And it was crazy because all you started hearing was people and the fans going, have you heard that new guy?
We can't hear you, Johnny. Can we hear you? Can y'all hear him?
No, I think you covered your microphone. You covered your mic. There you go.
I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, right there. Go ahead.
And they used to say, yeah, the one that can sing.
The one that can sing.
Like, ouch.
No, Johnny, that night, and it was because after that night, I was young when I watched it. I'm not that young. You were young too when you were doing it. You were young. So we're around the same age. I had never seen, I went on to see like Patti LaBelle in concert. I went on to see like, who else did I see that had that vocal situation? I had never, I'm a hip hop kid.
Mm-hmm.
I had never known what it's like to watch somebody vocally like control 20,000 people. Like I'd never seen that.
Wow.
And when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like all of a sudden I was like I knew Johnny Gill, but I said, wait a second, this is a whole nother level of like you are on the hierarchy of vocal talent. And it was crazy because like you said, there were a bunch of young kids in there that you had stiff. Everybody was like, he not dancing. He not spinning around. He not doing nothing but just, you was riffing on everything. Whoa, 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 whoa.
They gave me that.
All right, my guy.
They gave me that 1 second, and I was like, I'm taking this one.
No, you took it more than that. Right. It was not 1 second. I swear they went and changed their clothes and Bobby Brown smoked the blood. I don't know. So in New Edition, when did it get to the crazy point where it was just like everybody? Because I always say, like Cam and Jay Black get mad at me because I always say I want my own tour bus. When like I don't think we should share a tour bus. Even Mo, I think Sexy Mo. I think I want a Michael Shawn tour bus. When it gets crazy like that, like give us an example how crazy it gets when everybody's really feeling themselves. Like they're really feeling themselves.
Well, see, we were kids too for the Heartbreak Tour thing, so we shared buses on the Heartbreak Tour. After that, forget about it. We moved to the next phase, and it was rock and roll. I'm telling you that following tour, I think it was the Home Again tour, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was out of control. Everybody had, I had 3 people on my bus. We all had our own buses, and everybody had about 15 to 20 people on the bus with them. And I'm sitting there looking, going, "Wow, man, this is crazy." It was like rock and roll, and it was so much madness that was going on. During that time, by the time we reached that next phase of getting to the Home Again tour, I was like, man, these guys are crazy.
Johnny, how did you wind up being the only person who didn't wind up in rehab? Like, how did you stay? First of all, how much money were you getting a show?
Let me say, I don't even remember, but I can tell you this. I remember them having an issue because even after the Heartbreak Tour, because I got more money than they did because they had some issues with some tax issues or something that was going on. So they were, they was dealing with Uncle Sam and I wasn't. So, that tour did me very well. And they made money too, but I'm saying it was just, I didn't have that, wasn't dealing with that issue that they were dealing with. So
you were making more money than all of them on the tour? You were making
because of their tax issues, but it was split 5 ways.
It was split 5 ways,
Yeah, but they had tax issues. Yeah, they had to pay off something else before.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about tax issues. I don't care what they were doing. Johnny was making more money than everybody on that bitch. Like Johnny was making more money than everybody. So Ralph, I know we cool, Ralph, but guess what?
Look at this
You
net.
wasn't getting Johnny money.
Taxes paid. My taxes paid.
Oh man, it was.
So, what is it? What? Go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, when you're living in the moment, you really don't have any idea, like we were making history, and I had no idea, man, what we was doing, but just having fun. On top of it, we was really still just having fun.
How big a star was Bobby Brown? Like how big a star was he? Like we see it, but you were in the business.
He was actually at that time. He was just starting to blow up. So he was, just getting going, and, he was still kind of on the same level as everybody else as a group, because he was always considered, it was Bobby Brown, one of the members used to be in New Edition. So, but and it seemed like on the tour he had just started rocking, started blowing up. And right after the tour, he was, the album was started. Was on fire, and then he took off and started rocking, doing his own thing, and it just went through the stratosphere.
Man, go ahead, Mo. Mo's dying to ask you a question, so go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
No, one of my questions was that, because you had such a strong voice when you came on the scene, did you train Ricky Bell? Because I swear his voice got better, more mature. His sound got more mature when you came aboard.
They all would listen to Ralph, all of them. They would come in while I was recording and just be sitting there listening. And I've seen them at times, they just shake their head like, wow. Yeah, exactly. And then they were the ones that gave me the nickname Skills. Because I when I was doing the downtime, if I wasn't in recording, I would be in the other studio room. I'll pick up the guitar, or I'll pick up the bass, or I'll start playing the keyboards or the drums. And they just would be sitting there looking, going, it was like, wow. And so somebody at one point goes, this nigga got skills.
Skills. You were jumping from the free throw line, Johnny. You were jumping from the free throw line.
And you know what's crazy? I never thought about it. Like, I grew up in church. My dad was a minister. And I was always intrigued by instruments. I never thought there was anything really different or special about picking up instruments. I taught myself everything. I mean, I would just look at an instrument and I'll figure out how to play it. And one time, one of my friends said, yo, you're a freaking freak of nature, right? He said, people don't just pick up instruments and just start figuring out and learn how to play them like that. I had no idea, no clue. I just would see an instrument, and whether it's a harmonica, whatever it was. One day, Rick James came, so I hanging out with Rick James, and he had this little thing that it's like you play by notes, and it was like a little box. I don't even know what you call it. And I was just intrigued by it. And the next thing you know, I'm messing around with it, and I'm playing songs, and they looking at me going, the hell is wrong with this boy?
And he just started playing it.
Figure this out.
We're talking to the legendary Johnny Gill right here on Free Agent Radio, Media Room 360. If you want to watch us, and I mean, we all know the business. Well, let me take that back. We don't know the business. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What is the stuff? What are the things that you have gone through that are crazy, and that people will never understand how hard it is to deal with this business right now, and the sharks that are out there, and the people that are trying to destroy you who claim to be fans?
Man, it is a cutthroat business. It is people, everybody. The one business, I think the one thing that I really, feel like we need to become a little stronger with, and that is in our music business, in the music game. We're the only ones that don't really have a union that
union
us.
A
union. Think about it. It's like when you look at a lot of the older artists and people that have come and gone that don't have get benefits and the things that we should be doing, to be standing together in unity to say to these record labels who have been screwing us for 100 million years, that we're not rocking like that. And if we're not getting this and you're not treating us like this, we're not doing that. But it's every man for himself. And it's always been that way with this business. And that's why we've watched this business completely just kind of dwindle down to what it is and it has become, because we never had that kind of unity and support or union. And think about it. I mean, no matter what happens in basketball, football, and some of the other in sports, and they all, if you go across that line when everybody else is making a stance for something, you're mud. But it's like everybody realizing, being forced to say, we got to stand together in order to get some change here. We've never had that. And that's why the industry has always been able to do what it's been able to do. The labels have just screwed us and have turned us upside down.
Wow. And I this is selfish of me. There are two people at the top of my list doing radio and not understanding that when you get on this microphone, the things that you say or joke about somebody personally.
Yeah.
You're dealing with somebody. So Dave Chappelle, I've never got to apologize to.
Wow.
Because I did an interview with Dave Chappelle with Jonesy on Hot 97.
And
I truly did not know what was going on behind the scenes and what he was being accused of. And I said something. I said, Dave, what you high right now? And I didn't know what was being done to him and the fight that he was going through. So, boom.
Wow.
I'm going to apologize to you directly to your face for jokes that I wrote simply for the stuff that Wendy Williams started about you.
I remember.
And stuff that she said, and we ain't got to get into all that.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, I didn't know whether they were true or not. I was just trying to get a check and write some comedy behind those jokes.
Yeah.
How did you deal with those rumors and what was being said about you being a superstar and iconic other superstars? How'd you deal with that?
Listen, it was tough, and more so, it wasn't tough for me. I'm good. It's like, listen, most people look at me and you think I sing and I put a mic in my hand, but for those that do know me, they know I ain't got no problem putting a fist down somebody's throat. I'm that guy.
R&B thug. I love
never, it. And it was not so much about me, more so than it was about my family. Because they don't understand that stuff, that when people are making up lies and rumors, they don't get it's, they only know that other people, their friends and family members or other people believe that stuff. And so you got to, when you, like you was just saying, it's like, people don't realize when you're doing something to someone like that, it's like, you're not just impacting them or affecting them. You forget about, they have family, and, I at the end of the day, I remember saying, I was like, who started this? And I said, I remember someone telling me one day, and it was like, listen, my friend, welcome to showbiz. And guess what? You have now made it. Because they were saying every male artist that comes out and have a huge following with women, you're always going to be considered gay. They call you all kinds of names. And I was just like, wow, well, I don't want to be in the business if that's what I got to take on.
Right.
But the reality was that was a part of the journey. And yes, did it hurt? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, the one thing I never wavered from, whether it's my friend, my best friend, my brother, Eddie, I never walked in front or behind. I was like, listen, I don't get whatever somebody's got to say. The one thing that has never happened throughout all of the rumors and all that stuff, nobody ever walked up to me and in my face or has ever asked or said anything crossways to me about that. They would all talk behind, but I always said a real man can come. And I've always said, if you come here in front of me talking that, and I said, if you walk away on 2 feet, I'll be whatever you want me to be.
No, and you know what's crazy, Johnny, and how immature, and how hungry we are. And I'm not taking myself out of the business. I have been hungry to try and crack a joke to make people laugh or whatever. But then I think about it, the way you and Eddie were rolling, and I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
If somebody saw me and Jay Black, we together all the time.
All the time. Let me tell you.
Yeah, like Jay stayed, when Jay drank too much, he stayed upstairs in my house.
Yeah, I was let me tell you, I think everybody at some point, maybe you haven't, but most people in their life, you only hope and pray and wish that you'll find and have a best friend, somebody that you will tell and can ride or die. Listen, I never questioned anything that Eddie did or said. And all I knew and have always felt and said, because that's my brother, my road dog, I'm like, yo, let's rock. What we doing? Who do we got to go and fight? What are we doing? Never questioned anything and was like, give a fuck what they said. And I remember Eddie saying one day, he said somebody was doing a joke. He was doing comedy one night and somebody was yelling and screaming and yelling and screaming. And he told him, he said, shut up, nigga, before I knock you out with my wallet. And I used to use that, but I always said, I was like, hey, listen, man, at the end of the day, you know, when you hear people talk and people being, I chop it up as just people being envious and jealous, because at some point, who wouldn't want to be his best friend?
Exactly. And you know what? There are going to be a ton of people who are going to be like, Mike, you should have asked him this. You should have asked him that.
Yeah.
I thank you for taking the time out to actually doing what you did not have to make this call, dog. And we appreciate you, like, from the bottom of my heart. You did not have to make this call. You could have literally just hung up the phone. Johnny, we called Kevin Hart. We called everybody. And I started comedy with Kevin Hart. We was calling numbers. When you answer the phone, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a grown ass man. I got shook. When you answered the phone, I got shook. I was like, Mr. Gill?
Listen, man.
Oh, like Mr. Gill.
Let me tell you, I love laughing. I love talking. And then let me tell you something what's really crazy. I deal with, because we have so many of our buddies. We used to sit around and would start 8 o'clock at night to 8 in the morning over at Eddie's, where it's like, I'm talking about a whole crew of us just going at each other. I'm talking about like from 8 at night to like 8 in the morning, just going hard on each other. So I've never been afraid or ran or was afraid of walking into anything. I'm like, no, I can handle mine and I'm good, you know, but I'm just grateful at the end of the day, man, that moving on and moving forward with life, that it didn't do anything, but that was a part of my journey and a part of my story that will always be with, when you say who is Johnny, and when they talk about me coming full circle, and when it's all said and done, or what my legacy would be, it's about my work, it's about my vocals here that and my music that will be that will withstand the test of time, and the other stuff is going to be what it's going to be. But I've often said this: when you hear from the horse's mouth, it can't be erased. It's written in stone. Never have, never will. I've always been my own man. I've always walked my own dogs. And I'm proud of that, and I stand with it.
All right, Johnny, when you go on tour, just let me do 15 minutes of comedy. But before I just need 15 minutes, and we're gonna stay. That's all. But don't give me that look. Don't give me that. Don't give me that look like you gave that look to Ricky. Like, shut up. Don't give me that look. You gave me that look, and we love Ricky because it's driving me out of my mind too.
Like, I can tell you this, and you guys are one of the two that I've discussed this with. We're very close to having this run with all six that's going to take place pretty soon. Very close.
Tour?
Finishing up. Yeah, finishing up. So I know people have been looking and wanting this, and we've had our own internal issues and fighting and stuff that siblings do. But the reality was, I'll never forget, about a year ago, it was right after Kobe passed away. I picked up the phone and I called every individual, and I said, if that had been one of us, about the issues, the things that we're going through internally, and the pettiness that we're going at each other with, I said, what would it mean? What would it mean if we had gotten that phone call and that had been one of us? I said, life is too short, and if we never stand together again on stage, to not know how to spell your baby's first names,
God bless.
Absolutely, it's ridiculous. We've done too much and worked too hard and accomplished too much together. And I was like, I don't care if we never stand on the stage again, to check on each other and to just see how everybody's doing and the families are doing. We owe that to each other.
Yo, Johnny Gill, you've never, man, listen. All right, Jay Black is always going to do this. I know Jay Black is always going to.
If you wrapping up, I don't know. We got to.
We've talked about it we've talked to you for an hour, and Jay Black does this no matter who we talk to. Lunel, Bellamy, he always says real quick, and he has these things where you pick somebody, but I have to put one in there first.
Okay.
Then Jay Black jump into it. Al Green or Sam Cooke, you got to pick.
Wow.
I just want to put that in there. Don't think I don't play with the music. You think I don't play with the music?
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Yeah.
You think I'm not playing with the music? You think I'm not sitting there crying, smoking Black and Miles, listening to Al Green and Sam Cooke? What?
Nice.
You gotta pick, Johnny. One. You can't be a tie. No.
What? That's bad.
That's hard. That's hard.
Right.
Al Green or Sam Cooke?
Sam Cooke.
Oh,
I ain't say Frankie Lyman.
You know,
I said that. Go ahead.
I might give Sam the edge, not from a talent standpoint, but you know, Sam was one of the few who had created his own publishing company and had done a number of other things that had paved the way for many of us. So that so it wasn't just about him singing. I mean, and wow, he's I would give the edge to Sam.
Okay, go ahead, Jay Black. Take it away. Take it away.
So you got to pick these, Johnny. There's no dancing. You got to pick it. Whitney. Here we go. Whitney or Mariah. You got to choose one. Who is Johnny? Who?
I got to go with my baby Whitney.
Yep. We obligated. I
got to go to my baby. That's like, that's not even, and I love Mariah, but, Whitney, that was my baby.
It's like Whitney or God. And you'd be like, well. I know. Well, I know God did a lot. Oh.
And I know he would understand.
I know he would understand.
Nice.
All right. Here we go. Stacey Lattisaw or Tina Marie?
Wow.
Hey, walk carefully, Johnny Gill. Walk carefully.
He has.
If I say, man, come on, man.
That's a high level. Johnny, if you subtract the fact that she met Stacey Lattisaw has meant a lot to you in your life.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And
if you subtract that fact,
huge talent. But the thing is, when it's that tight, you got to go, okay, what did Tina bring to the table versus what Stacey brought to the table? Tina was a writer and producer, a musician, and a vocalist. And Stacey was a great vocalist, minus the writing, producing, musician. Down. So I'd have to give that to Tina on those bases.
I would love. We need to have Johnny Gill as a judge for like American Idol or America's Got something because you were so polite. I love Stacey Lattisaw, Johnny. I love Stacey Lattisaw. We're not gonna take that long to figure out between Stacey Lattisaw and Tina Marie. We're never gonna take that. And I love Stacey Lattisaw. We are never gonna take that long.
Okay, so who would you have taken between?
We had to break it down.
I think Tina Marie may be one of the most underrated artists simply because she wasn't the race we wanted her to be.
Right. Yeah. But she was, and she was gifted.
And you know better than I do what it takes to have a voice like that. And you know better than I do.
I remember when she passed away, I was in Japan and they called me and asked me to come to fill in for a show that she had to do. So I had to shoot straight from Japan, straight to Atlanta to fill in and do the show because she had just passed away. And man, that was probably one of the hardest things that I had to do because I knew Tina and she was awesome. She was so cool. She was like, man, I mean, just a great woman. And it was tough. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So we just had this debate yesterday, actually. The DeBarge or the Jacksons? Like, which group are you rocking with? The DeBarges?
DeBarge or Jacksons? We did that?
Yes, and you was heavy for DeBarge, for the record. Don't try to dance now.
It wasn't the Barge and the Jacksons.
It wasn't the Barge and the Jacksons.
We said the Jacksons were obviously Jackson/Jackson 5 were number one. That was
right. Okay.
No, Mike was going hard. Was it L or
Michael?
It was L or Michael. We had this debate.
No,
you got it all messed up right now.
Jacksons were in a whole nother.
Well, you admit
no. You said New Edition and the Barge. You said New Edition and the Barge, and I said New Edition. Okay, sorry, Johnny. You get
But I did hear
you did hear yesterday.
I didn't hear the Barge name that came about, but I'm trying to think. Oh no, I think it was the Jacksons actually.
Yeah, Mike said it. I see you, Johnny.
Was it? It wasn't the Jackson 5. I thought that you said the Jacksons, or the Barge. I thought that's what I said.
I know he did, but okay.
No, because there's no. First of all, there's no way because I don't think anybody. I don't pick any group over the Jacksons. You said New Edition. You were playing New Edition songs on the phone. You were playing New Edition songs, and I played the Barge songs on the phone.
Yeah, that's
and I said New Edition sold more records than the Barge. They actually did. I just said there's one the Barge album that I think is greater than any New Edition album. So sorry. Let's just get back to Johnny.
What album was that?
It wasn't the NE album. It wasn't the NE Heartbreak album.
You want to play, Johnny? I'm playing with New Edition. Now, Johnny, you sing better than anybody on the Barge. You sing better. But y'all, New Edition ain't got one song better than All This Love. Now, you go. Your turn.
I can't, listen, I couldn't even fight you on that one. Because All This Love and Love Me in a Special Way.
Can you sing it a little bit? Can you sing a little bit?
Oh man, which one of All This Love?
Anyone?
All this love is waiting for you, my baby. And I used to think, who's that girl? Oh, I love how you make me feel this way. My love is getting stronger every day.
See, all I could do was play the song. Jay Black didn't feel it like that. See, if I could have sang the song, he would have stopped. But and we love New Edition. So, okay, is it new? It can't be New Edition. It can't be the Jacksons and the Barge because it's the Jacksons. You got to give them a better one than that, Jay Black. I mean, that's hard. Nobody's gonna beat the Jacksons.
All right, I'm gonna switch. Go ahead. Who you got?
How about the Barge and Troop?
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh, that was petty. That was petty.
That was petty Crocker. That was petty.
Hold on. You want to play, Johnny? How about the Barge against Color Me Bad? Let's go.
I'm going the Barge hands down. Unanimous. Not close.
The Barge is another bad creation. Let's go.
I can't.
Let's play, y'all.
Yeah, I play too much.
Hold on. I got one for Johnny because he's gonna be biased. Okay, so Johnny, it was you, Ralph, and Gerald Levert, right?
LSG.
It was me, Gerald, and Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat.
Oh, you, Gerald
Sweat.
Yeah,
or
LSG.
LSG.
Could y'all battle? It was Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. So if y'all had a battle, would you win? Like how confident are you win that you can take out? That's a good little.
I know y'all had to have sing-offs. Y'all ain't never had sing-offs.
We never had a sing-off, but I mean, if you talk about LSG, you talking about Gerald, you talking about Keith, you talking about myself. That's a KO in the first round.
Nice. I like it. I like Johnny Gill's gangster. Okay, let's keep it real. Keith might have been the weak link on that team. He might have been the third guy to take the shot.
That's all right. We carry him. No, but you know what's crazy about Keith? If you listen to Keith today,
right,
and Keith will tell you quickly, he will tell you, man, let me tell you something. Getting sandwiched between Johnny and Gerald every night on the road, he was like, listen, it was one of the two. And when you see how Keith, what he's like today as a vocalist and how he rocks and it's showing how he goes, how hard he goes, he'll tell you, I got my school and my lesson getting sandwiched between those two guys. But he, man, when I watch him sometimes just performing now and looking at where he started, from where he started and where he is now when he rocks, it's like you sit back and sometimes I'm like, damn, okay.
Hey,
you mean it, huh?
Hey, Johnny, I got to tell you this. Me, Jay Black, and Cam are like 8-year-olds in here. Don't ever say sandwich again. Don't ever say sandwich.
Terrible.
We're kids. We're kids here, Johnny. We're a bunch of kids.
What's yours to go to? Peanut butter jelly?
Which
one?
Okay.
Cheese? Which one?
Right. Jay, because I got some more. Do you have any more, Jay?
I mean, I got a ton of singles. I was gonna switch up.
Because we're keeping him here too long. I know he wants to go.
All good, man.
We got you? Okay, go, Jay. Go.
I had Marvin Gaye and Teddy P. I had them for you to choose Marvin Gaye or Teddy Pendergrass.
You are murdering. Jesus.
You gotta pick though.
Why? That's not fair.
Oh, that's a good one. Life ain't fair, Johnny. Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair, Johnny Gill. Speaking to Johnny Gill.
I gotta go Marvin. I have to go Marvin. Why? Because he was before Teddy. And then Marvin also did songs that were ahead of his time. I mean, today, when we still listen to what's going on, I mean, Jesus, look at this.
It's still going on.
Still going on. And Teddy was just straight raw, but it was like, Teddy was more one of those kind of artists too, to me, that, you put his music on, you was going to score and get a home run with your girl. It wasn't no in between, no question, And
even if it wasn't your girl, even if she was like,
if she wasn't your girl,
she was mediocre, she was like a 5, like I'm obligated. I have to smash you. Like I have.
Even if you just borrowed it until the song went off.
That's real old school.
2 more. All right. I got 2 more. I got 2 more singers for you. Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Johnny. Beyonce, Alicia Keys.
That's an easy one. Come on. You got to go Beyonce.
Okay.
Beyonce sing, dance, act. She's got the whole 9, and on top of it, it's absolutely. When you watch her style as a vocalist, period, and I'm a vocalist, so that's the first thing you're looking at. But to watch her actually, Beyonce could go with rappers and lock in and fit right in. She could go toe to toe, stand up, and just have a straight up singing vocal contest, a performance. She can go any direction, and and I love Alicia too. But Beyonce got too many weapons. She got a lot of weapons.
So when you say that, when you see Chris Brown not dancing, when you see these younger guys, even though they're not even younger anymore, like I call them younger guys because they're not even younger anymore. They've been in the game for a long time. When you see a Chris Brown, you see a Trey Songz, or I don't know, a Tory Lanez. When you see them vocally, do you love the songs and go like, I know what they can't do, but I just appreciate their music? But vocally, what do you think about it?
I'm gonna tell you, people can sleep on Chris Brown if you want, but Chris vocally is a beast too. His dancing, obviously, we know what he does there. But if you've listened to and Chris just seems to never miss when it comes down to picking the right joints on top of it, but also just vocally. People don't give him. They sleep on him on that side of things, but I mean, the kid is just. He's phenomenal. To me, I think after Michael, and if you look at what we're dealing with today, and if you had to look at someone and say, hey, who could take or feel, no one could ever fill the shoes of Michael, because Michael is always going to be Michael. But I would absolutely go Chris. Chris is probably one of the only few artists that you look at, or he's going to perform, and you go, okay, what is he going to do now? What is he going to bring? And I got to watch him, see what he does.
Okay, so I'm going to have to admit that I was wrong, because I heard a sound check.
You did?
Yeah, at a show.
You heard Chris?
Yeah. And maybe it was just a bad day.
It was a bad day, Mike.
I never looked at Chris Brown as a vocalist. But if you say it, I think the greatest vocal performance he ever did was this Christmas on the movie.
Oh, yeah. I remember, yeah.
And that was let's stay within the ranges.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But if you tell me I bow down and I go like, then I was wrong.
Yeah, no, and he doesn't get, and it's funny because you just said it. It's like people overlook his vocal ability because he makes such good songs. And those songs, I mean, obviously, if you got someone that could just sing, even just half decent vocally, could pull those joints off. He just knows how to pick the right joints. But also, I listened at what he does vocally and some of the choices he make when he's in some of those songs, and you got to go, oh shucks, okay, all right.
Last one.
I ain't nobody. I agree, and I have argued this on radio stations for years, Johnny. And I would like to tell Lady Jade, who was a former co-host, I argued this, but if Johnny Gill says it, then I was wrong on this. I was wrong.
Who said it? Johnny said it.
Yep.
All right, so last one is, I know it's gonna be tough for you. I'm assuming. Michael Jackson or Prince? You have to pick one. Mike or Prince?
God almighty knows, man.
This was coming.
He ain't getting nothing nice.
This is a very unfair question because as much as people think they were alike, they were total opposites. In music.
Yeah. Jesus.
Who is Johnny rocking with?
That's all right.
Wow.
Not fair. Sorry, Johnny.
Man, you just put the dagger in. I don't know how.
Yo, Johnny, there's no pressure, but when this goes on YouTube, we're gonna say Johnny Gill says Michael Jackson smash.
You know how them sound bites go.
It's tough because I'm thinking Michael was so powerful and phenomenal. He was such a phenom with his singing and dancing that it almost, even though he wasn't a musician, he still had. I got to give Michael.
Just say it.
Michael.
Mike, you say Michael?
I gotta go with Mike. Mike. Mike was, I think, with Prince. Remember when Prince came out, and at one point we was going, I don't think eyeliner gonna work on me. And I'm gonna pass on the pumps.
Pass on the pumps.
Michael came out with the, we were all still trying to be Michael, whatever he was doing. But
yeah, with penny loafers. We could do the penny loafers.
Okay, let's I'm a huge Michael fan. I am. We all are. I'm just saying if there's just two microphones and it's like they're just standing there. There's two microphones and they both gonna grab microphones and just sing. Nobody gonna spin around, nobody gonna moonwalk, it's not even about your outfits.
Right.
It's not about, Prince ain't got your ass out in one of his pants. They just straight, okay, let's do it. It's just me and you here. We're just gonna sing.
Then I gotta go. I'm still gonna have to go with Mike.
Okay.
You and I was made for pain. We must bring salvation back. I mean, how this guy was just.
You gotta finish that. Finish that line, Johnny. You
gotta finish it, Johnny. You gotta finish it. Come on.
Wait. Jay Black still
Where there is love, I'll be there. Don't you know, baby? Yeah. Come on,
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Honey.
Yes.
Just call my name.
Get into it.
And I'll be there. Now, how are you gonna beat that, man? I don't know.
No, but do you know how mad Tito Jackson was? God damn, I'm never gonna be able to get any shine in this group. Never. Who wrote this for him?
Man, Who's Loving You? And how old was Michael when he did that one?
No, that's what I'm saying. What's the other song that he sang? He was like,
it's like
he was like, yeah, like 12. What's the other song he sang on the with the mouse? Ben.
Oh my God, yeah.
How do you have that much vocal control at that young of an age?
Unbelievable. And that's why I said if you got to go there. And Prince has got some incredible joints, but Prince didn't start out as young as Michael, and Michael was already ahead of the game. He was so young and could go toe to toe with the grown folks. Like he was like, he'll eat you up alive Even
when he sang "A Man Loves a Woman," Mike is saying some songs.
Who's Loving You? Yeah.
Yeah, Who's Loving You? Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
You know, I have to give the edge to Mike. I'd have to give it only because Mike came in early, punching and beating up, fighting grown folks, and was whipping, beating them down.
You know, I'm noticing something, Johnny. Things always get violent with you, Johnny. Everything always goes up to beating somebody's ass, Johnny. That's like the third or fourth preference about busting somebody's ass.
Everybody love an R&B thug. I love it.
I need a hug. Yeah, I need a hug.
One more.
No, rapid fire, Johnny. Rapid fire. Jeans or sweatpants? What would you prefer to rock? Jeans or sweatpants?
Yeah, you should say pause on that, Jay.
Pause.
Jeans.
Wheel of Fortune.
Because jeans, you can kind of mix. You could dress up, go. You can do casual. You can do a number of things and with jeans and go either way. You got your hot date and you got to go to a restaurant. They want you to wear no hat, no baseball cap, no. You know, you can put on your whole little whatever, and the jeans can always rock with any occasion.
But Johnny,
I can't even picture you being casual.
And women love sweatpants, by the way.
Yeah, because they want to see they can see things hanging around. They're looking at the shoes and other things, and looking at the hand, the shoes, and what's in them sweats, huh? But I mean, the sweats. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know. But I'm just saying, for a guy, when we trying to get our swag on, and we want to and we want because sometimes we'll take you to a nice dinner, or we want to. Do something elegant. You can still rock jeans either way. You can dress down. You can still do jeans with sneakers and put on the sweat top with the hood and still kind of.
Johnny, that's why Johnny. Don't explain to her. She don't know nothing about your grownness. She don't know nothing. Like Johnny Gill say Johnny Gill at 2:00 in the afternoon. He's like, even if I got jeans on, I still got to be some class. He said elegant. He said elegant.
He just sung the panties off of all of my followers. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, but that's what elegance does. He don't deal with hood rats. Johnny don't deal with hood rats. Johnny don't deal with hood rats.
Oh, he said yes.
I got a few in the stable.
I know we all do, but Johnny, you were not supposed to.
Variety. He said variety, Michael Shawn, balance.
Every once in a while, Johnny be on the block. He be on the block.
Are you single?
Yeah,
Are you single?
Yeah, but I still be passing out them stimulus checks to the ones I got in the stable.
Oh, he got
I love it.
Are you single? Are you single?
Yeah.
You are? Are you dating? What is it like dating now?
It's fun because I get to go. Listen, when I live by myself, I can wake up in. It's you don't understand what it feels like sometimes to just wake up or come home. I don't have to explain where I've been, what's going on, who's calling me, none of that stuff. And then when I got a girl here and they're hanging out, I'm just thinking when they get to a point where it starts to wear out on my nerves a little bit, I can go, I got a meeting I got to go to. I got to go to this thing.
That's exactly right.
But I'm going to call you because I enjoy you. And you know what I mean? But,
yeah. And then you hand her stimulus check and say, all right, now you gotta go back to the stable.
Take this
Go
ahead.
For
that female,
one place.
You want the real hair, Johnny, for the female, or you want the weave or the wig? Like which one did Johnny prefer?
It doesn't matter to me. Why? Because if it's looking right and it's pushing my buttons because she got it right, I'm good. Because ultimately, that's just a part of the
He was about to go all the way. I'll say it for you, Johnny. Johnny did not say this. This is Mike Shawn. Ultimately, after I bust a rhyme, I don't care if you bald, if you got all types of hair.
You can have a fade.
Johnny Gill did not say that. That was Michael Shawn who said that.
What are the qualities that you look for, though? So if you're single, because the women want to know.
Oh, he's just trying to run up in these bitches. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's all he's trying to do.
What are the qualities of the women that you look to run up in?
Well, she want him to be so Johnny Gill. Go ahead, Johnny Gill. Be Johnny Gill. Be Johnny Gill for her. Be Johnny Gill for her.
It's listen. All you gotta do is look good, and if you don't know how to sometimes when you think about, I mean, listen, let me just keep it 100. Because a lot of the girls that I date, so they're a lot younger, and what happens, and I got some older ones in the stable too. Let's not get so, but it's like sometimes they want to talk about cartoons, and it just doesn't work. Now, let me just say for the record, I ain't talking about
Oh no,
right.
No. You talking about like 20-year-olds, 28-year-olds who want to do TikTok?
About, not even 20 in the 20s. I'm talking about like maybe early, like 30s, early 30s.
Right.
I'm 54, so that's still young for me.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they talking about their nails and their dress and the stuff they're looking at and talking about, I'm like, yeah. And it's like at some point you just go, man. I mean, like. I'm talking about the news. I want to talk about something that means something, but I get it. And I've learned how to balance that out. But man, sometimes I'm telling you, man, when you're dealing with the younger ones, it's like, okay, let's go and get in here and have something to eat. And then let's just get this music popping and then let's just, get this thing going, get the session rocking. And then I'm going to get you your stimulus checks though too.
Exactly. because when they like in their early 30s, they still doing dances that they trying to learn and stuff like that. You're like, girl, sit your ass down. And
it is tough. Even in their 30s, some of them still haven't figured out their life and their career yet. So you got to sit down and they're talking to you about that and thinking you're gonna wave a magic wand and make them and put them where they want to be with in their life with their careers and all that stuff. And it's like, listen, man, it's like it's every man for himself out here. It's tough out here, baby.
That's real talk.
So is that the nasty sex or the making love? Like, which one is Johnny? Right? Like, if you only got to pick one, the nasty sex or making love.
That's unfair because some days you ever wake up and some days, when you sitting around and you want to rock, you're like, yo, I just want to go and just raw, just whatever. And then some days you want to set the booty up right. So it's like it just depends. I mean, where you at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wait, say that again. Sometimes you want the booty or what?
You want to set the booty up right.
Oh, this is great. Oh man.
Who knew Johnny Gill was just down to earth? I didn't know.
I love
it. Don't worry about me. I got issues.
So, Johnny, we can't even thank you enough for taking this much time out. You have no idea how the comments are going crazy. You don't have any idea how my fiance is going nuts because she's a huge New Edition fan. And I'm like, she's like, I want to ask him a question. I said, no, you're not. That's not gonna happen.
Somebody actually did ask a question. Who's your favorite R&B artist right now? Like, who's out right now? Who's your favorite R&B artist?
My favorite R&B artist right now. Would you consider her? Her would be an R&B artist, would she?
Yeah, I mean, she's close. Yeah.
I just love the fact that she, the way she writes, her style, and how her vocal style. I love pretty much everything about it. Like I think she's gonna be around a long freaking time. I think.
Johnny, you need to go on Instagram or TikTok and need to do a song. Set the booty up right. That's all I want to do.
There's a song in there somewhere.
I tell you what, Johnny, do that on TikTok. I know you don't mess with TikTok. I know you probably don't mess with, but I'm telling you, and don't leave us out.
That was the hook.
If you just do that was the hook. The booty up right. That's it. That's all you got to do. And all you got to do is the caption, Johnny Gill. That's all. We're viral in like 8 hours. We're viral in 8 hours.
And I do need your help though, Johnny. I did promise also that I was going to get Mike Biv. I got a history with Mike. We know each other, but I don't have an updated number. So I need
just
you
hung
to
up from him literally right before I got on with you guys.
Tell her I need you to text me his number, Johnny. I need to get Biv. I need to get Biv and bring him on the show. Mike don't believe me, so I gotta.
I opened up for Belle Biv DeVoe. Remember you set it up in Philly when they came to Philly. I did the first 15 minutes of jokes.
Yeah,
I know you know Mike Biv.
Cool. Absolutely, I'll get it over to you.
Yeah, it's just we didn't believe him with you. Like we believe Mike Biv.
I said he texted me back. Johnny text back. He said, "Got it. Johnny's good." They still didn't believe me. I was like,
"Wow."
Hey, Jay Black, how about you stop it? You got effing lucky. You got lucky that Johnny Gill found it in his heart.
Absolutely.
It has nothing to do. You're not cool with Johnny Gill. You have to call him Mr. Gill. You don't call him JG.
Y'all go out and have drinks.
You don't call him Phils. You know.
It was the first time you ever heard that booty ride. You had never heard. If you would have known, Johnny Gill probably says that all the time. You would have known that, but you didn't know nothing.
JG.
Gotta act like he pulled something off. God bless us today. God found it in Johnny Gill's heart.
Man.
I think Johnny answered that phone because he thought it was a chick, honestly. I think yesterday Johnny
Actually, I was waking up and I was thinking morning sex. I was like, oh, here we go. Man, I ain't even got to make this call this morning.
Right, you ain't even got to make the call.
Man.
That's the only reason why he picked up for us.
I get on the phone and they talk about it. I'm like,
I knew he called me a whole bunch of words in his head.
No.
Who is this motherfucker on the I thought this was old girl calling me this. They got the moon and the stars all gathered correctly in the right area. But he gonna run with this. He gonna run like he pulled this off. But, all right, Johnny. Thank you. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you. It is Free Agent Radio. If you download the app on your phone, it's absolutely free.
Going to.
And if you want to see it, it's Media Room 360 on all the streaming channels. Johnny Gill, thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have no idea how big this was for me, Sexy Mo, Jay Black, and DJ Cam, for Johnny Gill to spend his time. Johnny Gill, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Gill!
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio. Free Agent Radio.
Hey, yo, it's going to be a hot summer because we back at it, man. It all goes down June 17th, the Arlington Improv, hosted by me, Michael Shawn. Who the else you thought was gonna host it? It's my show, man, and starring Rudy Rush, CJ Starr, your TikTok celebrity, my girl Lustrous Barbie, and the comedian Q, who just got married. Congratulations, homie. Now get your tickets, 817-635-5555, or hit up improvtx.com / is that a backslash? I think it's a backslash. Arlington. Or it could be real simple in your life if you tap the link in my bio. June 17th, the Arlington Improv, the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show is back. It's going to be a hot summer. And it's all powered by the Breakfast Brothers. Yeah!
Hey guys, it's Sexy Mo of Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. May is National Menstrual Month, and millions of women and girls are kept from reaching their fullest potential due to poor menstrual hygiene and lack of education. Protect the most precious jewel in the world to you. Visit getpadstoday.com to experience Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain pads are infused with the Nobel Prize-winning material graphene. Graphene strip provides various health benefits that potentially help relieve painful abdominal cramps, balance the body's pH, and graphene moves heat away from your core and help keeps you dry. Get yours today at getpadstoday.com and begin experiencing a less painful and drier cycle. Finally, your feminine flow has met its match with Rain Sanitary Napkins. Protect your most precious jewel today and visit getpadstoday.com.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
You better put a sweatshirt on, girl. You better stop playing with me.
It's hot.
Okay,
she's sticking around. Mo's sticking around. She got history with our next guest as well.
Oh God, here you go with the history. And Jay Black rubs his hand. She got history with it.
What?
She got history with it. She got history. Freaking non-believer. Yeah, faith.
All because Will Smith liked his post. That's funny. All right.
Well, that does,
Will Smith liked my post. Ladies and gentlemen,
it does heighten your status. When
yes, Jay Black is ye of little faith. When Will Smith, I'm gonna ask this next gentleman who's coming on here right now. You're listening to Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. This man is part of the Plastic Cup Boys. Kevin Hart presents the Plastic Cup Boys. They got their own situation on Sirius XM which is a great show that they're just them. Y'all, please put your hands together because I'm at a comedy club right now for Spank. Spank is in the building. Spank is in the building. Goddamn.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Jesus, I'm tired, but what's up? I'm here. That's what it's about. I'm here.
Hey, Spank.
Oh, he's in LA. That's
right. The realest thing you've ever done. I don't care what you do in life. I will always defend you because there's no reason you're on this show, and thank you so much. Like there's a like on everything I love, my dude. I know. Go ahead.
When you texted me and said, "Yeah, man, it's gonna be 9 a.m. Eastern," I said, "I think you forgot that I'm Western now." And I responded with SHIT. I don't know if I can curse or not.
No, you can't curse a lot, but you can get like two. You get like two
off. Right. I was like, shit. All right, man, I got you.
He didn't have to do that. Like when Spank said I got you, I was like, yo, thank you, my dude. Thank you.
No problem, my brother. No problem. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Oh, we got so much. We got so much. For some reason, Jay Black said I love Sexy Mo, and you know she's a sister to us. But he was like, "Well, she got history with Spank. How the hell do you have history with Spank? Like, what is this history?" And first of all, let's be clear before you say anything out your mouth. This man is married and happily married.
Hold on, Michael Shaw. Yeah. A pandemic happened. We had a quarantine and we broke up. Yeah, I'm divorced. Yeah.
What?
Oh, what? Yeah, go ahead now.
So I did see that in the tabloids.
Wait a second. Whoa. So Spank, you're divorced?
Yeah, it's official. 2020 December. It was official.
We're not happy to hear about that. I know it's a strike. I've been divorced. I know what happened. Hey Mo, take your top off.
He said, "I'm happy."
Oh, I'm happy.
Oh, you're happy? Well, Mo, take your top off now. Let's go.
What's up, Spank? You know what? First of all, they not gonna pimp me out today. How you doing, Spank?
What's going on, Mo? How you?
You know you always been my favorite alpha.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, fine.
You know, no. So me and Spank, no, we never dated. Let's get that clear. Me and Spank have this HBCU rivalry. You know, I went to Cheney University. He went to Lincoln University. We both come from single letter chapters.
Lincoln was better. Lincoln was better. Lincoln was better. Lincoln was better. I had a better time at Lincoln. I really did. Like Lincoln was. It did look like a plantation, but Lincoln was better.
He knows that everybody came to Cheney to party.
Yeah, we definitely did. When you wanted to party, you came to Cheney. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
But my thing with this is all my thing about Cheney, because I know y'all be trying to cancel people. Y'all had so many fashion designers on campus. Like it was so many. Like and y'all both know what I'm talking about. Y'all both. All right.
We're not gonna do that.
No, are you gonna say I'm lying?
That's the new age thing. That's the new age thing.
No, it wasn't a new. This was like 10 years ago when y'all had fashion. Okay, all right. So Spank, Jay Black was researching you, right? Which let me say pause. Jay Black was researching you crazy, right? And I already knew like you guys are doing well. The Plastic Cup Boys tour around the country and do their thing. And then Jay Black was like, "Yo, this dude is on Tom and Jerry." But he called me like in the middle of like, I'm like he called me like I was supposed to be like, what? Like I was tired, Spank. Like I was tired. And he was like, "Yo, Spank is on Tom and Jerry."
I heard him. I know I did. And I Googled to confirm. I said, that was Spank. No, our Spank from Philly back in the day. Yeah, with Cap. Yeah, he's in Tom and Jerry. And I called him. Yeah.
Now, Spank, do you see how excited he was? That's exactly how he was when he called me, my dude.
He said it like a fan girl.
That was our guy. You know, when you see somebody that you came up with, and like that's a big deal. So I was just trying to show love, and like if Mike didn't know, I was making sure he knew.
How was that experience? Like, what is it? Because you know you're on a different level right now. Go ahead.
That was dope as hell, man. We got the call from Tim's story. We got Kool with Tim's story for Kevin Hart movies that he was doing. Like I think he did Ride Along. He directed it. I also was in that too. Ride Along.
No, didn't they steal your car in that?
Yeah, I got carjacked.
He got car. I told y'all. Go ahead.
So we built a little relationship over the movies that he did with Kev, and he just gave us a call and said, "Hey man, I want to get the Plastic Cup Boys as the Alley Cats on Tom and Jerry." I said, "What?" Oh yeah, I want to do it. Of course, that was my favorite cartoon growing up.
Yo, Tom and Jerry was amazing. Tom and Jerry is in my top 3.
Yeah.
Like Tom and Jerry is definitely in the top 3. And I top 3. I think Woody Woodpecker's on there too. But pause.
Did you say Woody Woodpecker?
No, Woody Woodpecker was dope. Like y'all gonna stop. Okay, y'all gonna stop playing with Woody Woodpecker. All right.
And Michael Shawn, let me apologize to Jay Black because I got a text from him yesterday with the link, and I noticed on the previous text he texted me, and I'm like, I'm just saying.
Oh, so I thought so, Mike. You didn't know what he was doing the show. The Plastic Cup Boys were coming to Dallas, and I hit him up.
I know. I just wasn't in town. I know.
Back in April, and I hit him up early April. Like, yo, Spank, you coming to Dallas? I need to get you on with Michael Shawn. It was crickets.
Yeah.
So when I had to text him for the link for the yesterday, I'm like, is he going to respond? Like, because it's Spank Hollywood now. So I hit him back. And he was like, bet, I got you, Jay. I'm like, wait, we just going to ignore the fact that he ghosted me with the other, like, no.
I said, oh, he texted me already. My bad, Jay Black. I didn't see it, bro. My bad, man. In my defense, I got sick as hell. I was sick that whole weekend when I was in Dallas. I was sick. I couldn't go out nowhere, nothing. I thought I had COVID, but I didn't know.
Yeah, Spank, don't apologize, because in real life, like the dude is like my brother, but let me get extra. Let me get a few dollars. I might not answer the text immediately either. Like I might not. Like I might not. Because when you guys this when it, and the fact that I know all of y'all, this is when I realized because first of all, Spank has been chill and laid back since day one. This is not an act. Like Spank is really a big dude. Like he's a big dude in real life. Like he's a
6'5".
big.
Let the ladies know 6'5".
Good size.
You know this mother is divorced when he's like 6'5", bitches.
Good size. Are you dating?
I don't know if I want to call it dating, but
yeah, exactly. He's knocking bitches off. That's what he's doing.
He's in them streets.
That's what he's doing. And well, he should. And my thing is like Spank he literally acts the same exact. This is what I love about this situation. And I would love to be able to hate, but I can't. He acts the same way. I would love to be able to be like, yo, Spank be acting brand new. But Spank acts the same way that he acted in front of a comedy club called the Laugh House on South Street. He acts the same exact way after being in movies and touring and doing arenas, coming to Dallas and selling out arenas and being on there. And it's absolutely amazing. But I just want to ask you this, Spank. What is the gift and the curse? What's the gift and the curse of being associated with Kevin Hart? In a big way, because y'all are brothers.
Right. The biggest thing, man, I'm always going to be with him. So, like I said, when I first moved out of LA, I was having like the meetings with the agents and the managers and stuff like that. He was setting me up, and people in his team was setting me up with meetings. So like, yo, we got you when you get out here. But every time I met with an agent or a manager, they always say the same thing: you're under the Kevin Hart umbrella. You're good. I don't understand. I don't know what I can do for you. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what you can do? You're a manager saying this. What are you talking about, man? So I think that was the biggest curse. And plus, also, shouts out to Naeem, who's on the Tyler Perry show.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Tyler Perry came to one of our shows. So, afterwards we met him and everything. But Tyler Perry, when Naeem got in contact with Tyler Perry said, "Oh, I didn't know y'all did stuff outside of Kevin Hart." This is Tyler Perry saying this. So we already know a lot of people think that everything we do is up under Kevin Hart's umbrella. And I'm like, no, we're our own person. We still do our own thing outside of Kevin Hart.
And y'all grinding because y'all really are touring the country.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, that is amazing. But you know what it's like? I saw an interview with Memph Bleak, and Memph Bleak said, when Jay-Z said, no matter what happens, Memph Bleak will always be a millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
And he said he couldn't get record labels to take him seriously because they were like, what you just said. They were like, you're good.
They got you.
There's nothing we can actually do for you. So, Spank, when you're actually going, you guys are living a good life. So
I'm doing all right.
No, you'll know, Spank. You're living a good life. Like it doesn't change. But I just question this. Like when you are thinking about what's next, what is next? Like what is the thing that you're like, damn, I just want to do this. I want to do this.
I want to start my own TV show. I want to take it back to when like Martin, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and shout out to the Upshaws. I've been watching the Upshaws on Netflix, and I think that's giving hope back to the Black
that is funny.
dynamic.
The Upshaws are funny for real.
It's a dope show.
It is. And I actually sold a TV show to CBS right before the pandemic, and I thought I was out of here.
The big ticket.
But we sent them the pilot episode. They're like, well, we don't think we want to pick this up. I said, God dang, I was right there. I was right there at the door. I was right there. But everybody says the hardest thing to get is your own TV show, though.
But when you say, because explain for our listeners, when you say they bought it, did you get a check?
Well, I didn't get a check because basically this is the gift. I never said the gift about Kevin Hart. I just said
yes, the gift. I'm sorry, the gift.
The gift is I can go to his office, and find out what scripts is coming to his office. You know, because a lot of people, you got a production company,
right?
So you got other people that's like sending in scripts and TV shows and stuff like that. Ideas. So I got a chance to look over some stuff and say, hey, I like this. This is a great idea. Took it to Kevin and said, hey man, I think I want to work with these writers right here. So I hit the writers up. They came in. We had a meeting that I was going to lead off on the TV show. And we just went around and we pitched to different networks. So when it got sold, I think we pitched to every network, every major network. And CBS loved it. So when they bought it, the money went to the writers and the production, not the talent, because I was just the voice when I came in the room to give it life or whatever. Yeah. I gave it life. You know, when I walk in the room, it's, hey, I'm here, let's go. So I gave them a great presentation and they loved it, but I didn't get a check. Now, if we'd have shot the pilot, I'd have got a check.
You'd have got that's amazing.
Yeah, so I was close. I was like, this close. But that's my next. Like, I really want a TV show. I want to lead in my own TV show.
Spank, what was the moment where you were like, damn, I made it? What was that one moment where you were like, was it a show? Was it maybe the show when y'all did a football stadium?
I was just about to tell you that. Yep.
Oh, go ahead. Well, when's the moment where you go like, yo, this is absolutely absurd?
I think it was like 2014 or 15. We did the football stadium in Philadelphia where the Eagles play. And we sold 55,000 tickets. And I walked on that stage and I was like, wow. It took a second. It wasn't the Michael Jackson moment when I just stood there and everybody. But I definitely took a second. I was like, wow, look at this. And then I started. I ain't get all when I first came out, but you know, it was love though. I think that was the moment I feel like, oh my, I made it. I'm here.
No, the fact that y'all came back to your home city. Y'all came home. Like when I watched it, I was like, God, like this is like I've known these guys for so long. I said, this don't even make no sense. But let's transition real quick. Shawnee, I want Spank to see the image of these masseuses.
Yeah, that's what they're asking for.
That are rubbing asses. If you're no, Spank, I just need because
that's a hell of a segue right here.
Actually, Jimmy Kimmel will never give you the segue. Fallon will never give you the segue. They'd be like, yo, that's amazing. You and Kevin and everybody are look at this. Can you see this?
Listen, people are
wait, Mo. Whoa. Let him watch.
He has a bunch of clients. Yeah, he's working the hips out. For those who listening on the radio, he's working.
For those who listen on the radio, her ass is in his chest. Now look, and now the ass is on his lap.
This is a different one.
And now he's rubbing. Okay, you can stop. I just want to know what Spank thinks about this. If his girl, like if your girl went to get that massage, what would your reaction be? What would your
I think that was my ex-wife. That's why we got the I think I walked in on that guy and I said, you know what? It's over. I can't do this. I cannot do this. No. You're cheating. No, I'm getting a massage. No, you're cheating. What are you talking about? No, that's a tough one right there. That's
tap the mic. Because that's what I said. I said, you cheating. Don't come back. Because if I own the house, you can't come in. And if I don't own the house, I'm burning this bitch all the way down. Like, no.
So he specializes in giving girls who are scared to like go get massages, like big girls, curvy girls. He had, if you go to his page, he has a lot. I DM'd him one time. He traveled.
What does that have to do with cheating?
I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with cheating? Like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to justify if I sell crack? If I sell crack to kids, and you go like, well, you know, he's trying to raise money for the youth organization on the block. Like, what are you doing? Like, do you know this dude or something? We don't know.
That's tough.
Spank, if your girl goes in there, her ass is tooted up, and they got mad because I said tooted. Okay, a grown man shouldn't say tooted, but I said tooted up. Okay, the ass was tooted up. You 6'5". What happened?
Yeah, I'm swinging. I'm sorry, I'm swinging. I'm swinging. I don't know what's going on in here, but not in my house. In my house? Nah. You don't even have your own office, sir? Nah, you don't got nah. I'm swinging.
Hey, you know what? It's Friday. Spank, you ever been in a situation where a comedian says some slick stuff to you? This is Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends Free Agent Radio Media Room 360. We have Spank from the Plastic Cup Boyz, actor, comedian. Have you ever had somebody, because you are a laid back dude, you're not the type that's ever been like, yo, I really can, like, really get at you. No, because Spank is, when I say 6'5", 6'5", like big. real talk.
Right.
Have you ever had a problem where a comedian said something, maybe stole a joke, or maybe acted a little slick, that you had to confront him and turn that other thing into another thing?
Nah, I don't think I ever had. I had a comedian like take my joke before, but I just looked at it as, hey man, that means that was a good joke. Let me work on something and write a better one. But over the years, Kev always said, hey, if they can steal your joke, that wasn't a great joke. Because I remember when I auditioned for the, I think it was the comic strip in New York. And I had a great set. I think you had to do like 5 minutes. I had a great set. I said,
it was 5.
They're going to book me. At the end of the show, the white lady, I can't remember her name, but she came to me and said, very funny, but we could take all those jokes that you just said and give it to another comedian and he'll get the same reaction. I was like, what? So that's when Kev was like, yo, you got to personalize your jokes. Once you personalize your jokes, can't nobody take it. I'm like, okay. So that's how I looked at it, as if a comedian take a joke of me and my son, our situations that I talk about us in the house.
Exactly. I love that.
Hey, brother, you really stole that joke, brother. No way you know about
really
that.
stole that joke. Yeah. Like if you got a joke for me, if you got a joke about me in rehab the third time, like you stole. Come on, you stole the joke. Like I was in withdrawal the third time. For real. Like how's that coincidental that we both went to rehab?
Exactly. So once he did that, I didn't pay no mind when people like try to like took out my jokes or whatever. But other than that, I think early on I got into a lot of stuff early on.
Like what?
Rest in peace, Mama Mona, woman that owned the Laugh House.
Oh yeah,
Miss
rest
Mona.
in peace.
Yeah, rest
Mama
in peace
Mona,
to her.
yeah.
But her son, remember her son used to try to do comedy.
Yes.
DJ. Was it DJ? It was DJ, right? Yeah.
I think it was yeah.
And so I had a Thursday night there, and it was cracking. It was like
it was popping. Like Thursday night was crazy.
Yeah, and he came in. He used to always just pop in like, yeah, man, I want to get on. And everybody, all the hosts that used to work at the Laugh House, were like, all right, this is the owner's son. We got to put him on. So I was like, man, not that funny. I'm not putting him on. I don't care what you say. I'm not putting him on. So I just stayed in the showroom. He said, hey, man, when am I going up? I said, hey, man, I ain't got no room for you. You ain't got no room for me. I ain't got no room for me. So he left out. And when he came back in, he said, yeah, man, my mom want to talk to you. I said, yeah, I'm busy. I'm hosting right now. So I'm going with the show. So once I put the headline on, that's when I went out to talk to Mama Mona. And she said, boy, you was been supposed to come out. I said, I'm sorry. I was trying to get my show together. She chewed my ass out for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. She chewed my ass out for a minute.
It's so funny because DJ would be popping up, but it was crazy because he would leave from the back kitchen and be like straight mozzarella sticks and then go straight to the stage.
And I had like I had a good crowd. I had like the drug dealers, the strippers. I had that nightlife crowd. So I knew he wasn't gonna be funny.
That's the good crowd.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna be funny. I said, I'm not putting him on my stage, man. My people be mad at me. I'm not putting him on my stage, man. Shout out to my boy DJ though. We made up after that. We cool.
Oh my God, that is so true. Yo, Spank's Thursday was so crazy, but yes, it was drug dealers and strippers, and they would have like 30 civilians that were just regular people, but the rest of the crowd would be like, you had to go in there on fire. Like there was no setup. You had to just go in there and be like blast it off. Like the only person that could set up his jokers was Spank. He's the only person that had time. They'd be like, all right, well, we here because of him. We here because of him. So Spank like, so you ever just watched the weather report and like, how does he get? Why is he allowed to set up his joke?
But I gotta come in here, bing.
Yeah, I gotta come in here right now. So I smacked the bitch. Bow! So I was in jail for 12 years. Bow! So I do heroin. Bow! And then Spank comes on. So you a Pisces? How does he get to do that? How does he get to do that?
Oh man.
Oh Jesus. Then there was something I shouldn't have played with you. There was someone
about the Will Smith. I know that you was gonna ask him about the Will Smith.
All right, so okay. Spank, be easy with me right now. Please be easy. Like, just understand.
It's another pause moment.
No, it's not even a pause moment, but I know
a little thirsty moment.
A little thirst.
Little thirsty moment. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not.
This little thirsty moment. All right, like Spank, you got to understand something. I've been in this radio game, the comedy game. We all been in it for over 25 years now. It's crazy. Okay, so if you have jokes, please let them out. I'm not gonna be the person. I'm not gonna be that little fragile radio personality who tells everybody don't crack no jokes. I'm just gonna tell you what happened.
Okay.
Now, if you want to interrupt, if you want to just tap the mic and be like, "Yo, I gotta say something about that." Like, just tap it. Just be like, "Look, Mike, slow down."
Okay.
Yeah, and just be like, slow down. Spank from the Plastic Cup Boys has to say something, and I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm at the gym. I'm working out, doing whatever I'm doing. I get on.
Mike, this is Spank from the Plastic Cup Boys. You was really working out, or like? Let's be honest. Was you really work? I'm sorry. Finish your story. I'm sorry. Finish your story. I'm sorry.
Right from the rip.
Right. Wait, were you really working out?
I don't even know if I believe that.
I just want the whole story to be true now. Because comedians, we tell real life stories, but we exaggerate to make it funnier. So I just want to make sure.
When you walking by the gym, when you walking by, when you working.
What about working out?
All right, that's perfect. So you get it now. So
I got you.
You got it. All right, so I'm on. So I do everything. Like, I actually wrote everything down. A trainer sent it to me. I wrote everything out. I did everything, and then the finale was I had to do this cardio. So I do the cardio. I'm sick of music because I have all types of music. Like, I'm the type that will listen to like the hardest, dirtiest, grimy hip hop song and then listen to Barry Manilow. That's just who I am.
That's his cool down music.
Yeah, like it doesn't. No, it's not even cool down. Like, I will literally listen to one of these disrespectful rappers and then listen to Neil Diamond. That's what I do. Like, I just switch everything. So I said, I'm not listening to music. I'm gonna scroll on Instagram for the last 20 minutes because I have a certain time. Last 20 minutes. So I scroll. I go to Will Smith's page. Do you follow Will Smith's Spank?
Yes.
Okay, he's an entertaining page. Like, that's an entertaining page. And it's something you inspire to. So Will Smith puts up this thing where he's jogging, but it's like overcast and it's dark and it's kind of rainy, right? And then he says, if you can, somebody caption this motivational situation. Somebody caption it. Like, normally I don't do nothing like that, but I'm bored and I'm like, let me caption it. So I caption it and I put something on there. I said, sometimes the most important journeys you have to travel will be by yourself. All right, Spank, wait a second, because I know you know Will, but wait a second, Will. Spank, I went back in Instagram like 10 minutes later, and he liked my comments.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Spank, don't you degrade me, Spank. Don't you dare.
Will Smith liked your comment.
Spank, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, you bougie bastard. Don't you do that right now, Spank.
I gotta ask one question.
All right, back to
Spank, don't do that.
I gotta ask one question.
What's the question, Spank?
Did you repost that he liked your comment on your personal page? Like, yeah, Will Smith.
I'm going to repost it today. It just happened. Why? I'm not supposed to repost it?
No, Mike, you're somebody, so you don't have to do that. You're somebody. You don't have to do that.
Are you serious, man?
Yes, you're established. You don't have to do it. But I'll give you credit. I'll give you this. Being as though we all hometown, you're a little Jersey, but you're still hometown.
Yeah. I'm a little Jersey. Yeah.
You're still hometown, so I may give you a pass for that. Will Smith, Philly. You're from. I give you a pass for that.
Spank, I got super love for you, but I'm reposting that thing today. Like, dog, I don't give a damn. I'm putting that up there, and I know and Spank, they gonna clown the hell out of me. They gonna kill me because Will Smith is gonna change my life.
From that one post.
One like.
Put that post up again on the screen. Can you see it, Spank, when it goes on the screen? Can you see it? Put that post up again. Let me read to you how deep what I put up. Like, damn it, no.
How do you think he liked it, Mike? Go ahead.
A lot.
Like before he pushed, like, what did he say to us?
He said, listen, when he read this, the most important journey sometimes must be traveled alone. He said, that is exactly what I'm feeling right now. And that you see that picture, Spank? Did you see that goddamn picture? He's alone.
Wow, that's a dope picture too, though.
That's a dope picture.
I will say in Mike's defense, he didn't like anybody. Like it was 25,000 comments, and I didn't see him. I didn't see that he liked anyone else's.
Oh wow!
Like so it like I was trying to find it. I was like, wait, he got to like a bunch of these, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, well, and then that gassed Mike up a little bit more. He was like, I told you.
Spank about to hit the mic. Look at
so you special.
Oh no,
you special.
Mike. And your defense also. See, I'm helping y'all here.
Thank you, please.
Will Smith probably knows you. Plus, he just posted Rich Salter too on his page.
Oh, wow.
He did post Rich Salter on his page?
With the Big Willie Challenge. He's doing the Big Willie Challenge right now, trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
He did Chris Spencer. He did a couple other people, and he did Rich Salter. Rich Salter was in one of the collages. I said, oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so he's looking out for the hometown. He's looking out. So he's seeing you like, oh, that's Mike from Jersey. Let me go ahead like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
wow. Spank was trying to support me, but he destroyed me just now.
Wait, how did he destroy you?
No,
there were others.
I love Rich Salter. We've done a gang of shows together, but he destroyed me right now. He just that he did. You know how you just that person that they feed. They was like, yo, just feed. Like he fed the animals at the zoo. He's like, go ahead, homie. He posted Rich Salter. All he did was like my comment.
Yeah. I'm just trying to
thank you, Spank.
Trying to give you the whole, trying to give you the scenario. Trying to bring it down to you.
You can't compare.
You destroyed, like he destroyed. He really in his subtle way. Yo, real talk. Like Kevin's not that good. F you, like for real.
That's another curse. That's another curse. All I get is phone calls from like family and friends. That one ain't do it for me, Spank. I don't know what's going on, but that's special. Like, all right. What about my special, man? I don't want to talk about Kev all the time. Come on, man. I could just be out in the club. Yeah, I could be out in the club just drinking. Spank, what up, man? How you been, man? I've been good. Hey, that last special Kev did, man. What did you think of that? It's 1:30 a.m. I'm drinking. What are you talking about, man? That's great.
They won't give you the full rundown.
Hold up. But wait a second. Just be real with me. Like we didn't ask anything about Kev. We talked to you because we know you.
Right.
Yeah.
So when Spank and Naeem would come to the radio station that I used to work for, I already knew what they had to deal with every damn interview, but there was nothing I could do to stop it.
Right.
Like there was nothing I could do. There was nothing. Like I was getting an easy check. It was super easy. And I was like, there's nothing I could do to jump in the way and be like, guys, they're really funny and talented comedians. Can we like actually focus? And they'd be like, no, we want to know about Kevin Hart, and we want to know what Kevin Hart's doing. Does Kevin Hart ever sniff cocaine? We want to know. We want to know if Kevin. We want to know Kevin. And I was like, and I would sit there, and I knew they were looking at me like, dude, you know us. And I'm like,
help step in.
Throw me a lifeline.
Right. But that's where Naeem comes in at. Naeem, he ain't playing no games. He let him know, hey, man, clearly you can't interview him, so you interviewing us to get to him. I said, damn, hold on now. What you doing? We still here, though. We still here, though. Now we gotta promote these shows. Now we got to promote these shows.
Yo, Naeem is the lightest skinned Malcolm X ever. Like, Naeem, yo, every time I would see him answer a question, I would cringe like I was part of the management team. Like my shoulders would go up like a bitch. My shoulders would go up like, oh God.
PR.
Until
PR,
I realized that Naeem, I realized both y'all money was getting very nice, because one time Naeem, I think it was like the third time y'all came to the city. Naeem was like, listen, I don't want any of this misinterpreted. Yes, mother, I know you don't, because I saw the muscle cars. I saw the car party.
The car party.
I saw the car party. I was like, God damn. The car damn party. But then when something, all seriousness, and we don't have to answer this, it's not something I got to press you on. When things go bad, and everybody looks at all you guys and like, everything's been perfect. Everything's been perfect. Right. All they did was they went to LA, they followed Kevin, they had no struggles. Like, you're going through a divorce. A divorce is not easy. I've been through a divorce, especially with somebody that you've been with for a minute.
Yeah. 19 years. Yeah,
19 years. We can joke all we want about it. We can only joke about it until we get over how it hurts.
Right.
So after you get over the hurt, then you can actually start writing jokes about it and everything like that. So everybody's like, it's all good. They got the easy life. They just go, even though y'all get hated on at LA comedy clubs and cats look at you like you're just this. But when things go bad for Kev, and we almost, like the car accident, dog, you're with him all the time.
Right.
Like, I had to catch my breath and go like, please tell me this dude is okay.
Yeah.
So what does that feel like when then the onslaught of the world comes and they're like, Spank, what's going on? Tell me the truth. What's going on?
Man, the world knew before I knew he was in a car accident. I actually put the TMZ repost of the cars in the group chat. I said, yo, what's going on?
What's up with this?
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't wake up till 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a family no more. My family left me. So I'm just in this big old house. I'll just be sleeping. I'll just be sleeping now. I don't be caring about news or none of that. I was asleep around 2 in the morning. And I woke up like around 10, 11. I'm seeing all these posts like, what's going on? I screenshot up in the group chat. All Wayne response was, yeah, dummy, we all at the hospital right now. So, all right.
Where you at?
All right, send me the address. I'll be there about an hour. Give me about an hour.
You said an hour.
Give me about an hour. I jump in the shower, just look out my system. I gotta get on the treadmill, get some of this alcohol out of me. I don't want to show up to the hospital smelling like a good time, you know. So let me try to church out my outfit coming in.
Oh my God,
that was all right. The car accident was all right. I mean, not to him because he fucked his back.
You say it was all right.
It was just all right. When he got caught cheating, that's when it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Woo. Wife just staring at me the whole time, just staring.
Like you knew. You ain't know nothing, Spank.
You knew something.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. The car accident, that wasn't nothing.
I made you 2 plates last Thanksgiving. You ain't nothing.
Wait. Let's stop. Because I watched that thing y'all had on Netflix, right? And I watched the whole part of the cheating. Let me tell you something. The worst, y'all had to catch it the worst. Because the fact that my fiance knew that I was cool with Kevin, like she literally was like, I knew that's what y'all did. I'm like, I ain't talked to Kevin in like 8 years. What are you talking
association?
So, but this is the one thing in that documentary that really struck me. He was like, he just went to Vegas and didn't call y'all Because if y'all would have been there, that wouldn't have happened. Am I taking that correctly? That if y'all would have been there, things would have been different?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know where that's going.
Good answer. Good
I don't know
answer.
how I can answer this.
That's a grown man.
I don't know how I can. Somebody plead the fifth. Do you got to do this when you plead the fifth?
Yeah, you got to do the Bill Clinton Obama thing right there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Next question.
It's not that deep. That's fine.
Yeah, next question.
Okay. So let me just put my journalist hat on.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't like that dude. Is there? Am I reaching and saying that you didn't like that dude from the door?
No, we all loved him. He was a funny.
Oh,
guy.
you did love him.
Yeah, he was a stand-up comedian also as well. He was a stand-up. He stopped doing stand-up though. He was.
I bet he did. Yeah.
I bet he did. It's the funny thing. Before I met him, you know, when Comic View used to do the when they had jokes that was similar, they would like mush them together. They had a comedian doing one joke and the other comedian doing another joke.
Yeah.
Me and him had like a similar joke, and they meshed us together. So I already knew who he was before I met him. I'm like, wow, this is a guy. We had a little joke similar together, and they put our joke together with him. So I already knew who he was, and then after knowing him, he was cool. He was a cool guy. I didn't know he was like that.
I always wanted to ask this question in that documentary when y'all were in the private jet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was in the PJ because y'all do it all day. Like it's amazing. I can watch y'all. I just get so mad. I'm such a hater. Like I just go like these bastards are playing cards. And the trainer, what's his name? I know his name. Boss. And you see things getting heated between him and Kevin. And you see Kevin is in that he's had enough drinks where he's like, I'm not going to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep asking you so you don't own a home.
Right.
Is there a point where do you ever think about stepping in and going like, okay, guys, like, should we pray? Can we hold hands and pray? Like at some point, because the trainer dude, as much as he tries to be funny, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
And he's an in shape beast.
Yeah.
So do you ever think to yourself like, yo, do you ever want to just whisper like Kevin, like, yo, shut up, like for real, just for 1 second, like stop.
The good thing is I wasn't on the plane that time. I wasn't on the plane.
Oh, you weren't on the plane?
I wasn't on the plane that time. I think I had like when we like the last tour we did, Kev didn't want to do no more after parties. So the after parties came to me. So I was getting best thing. I was taking them checks. I was staying in the city till the next day. Like Kev, after the show, he'll leave. Me, I'm still in Chicago, baby. I gotta host this party tonight. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. He got caught cheating, so he said, I'm not doing no more after party. You know, he's trying to clean his life up. So I'm like, right. So make sure you put all that money over here. Because outside of Kev, I'm the more lively guy. So now he more laid back. He ain't really care about the party. So,
Spank was like, save your marriage because I don't give a damn about mine. We go.
Bring it here.
Bring it all here right now.
I'll take all that money. But it got taken out of context what he was trying to say. Like, Boss did own a home. So what he was trying to say was, if everything was to stop, like how the pandemic happened. That's funny how the pandemic happened. If everything was to stop, you can't make no money. Could you be able to survive? And Boss said, yeah, I'll be able to survive. But Boss took it as, would I be able to survive without you? Like, yo, I do all this on my own. I don't need nothing of you or money from you. I got stuff on my own. He said, Boss, you're not listening to what I'm saying. To me, if everything was to stop for me, Kevin Hart, I wouldn't be able to survive. So how would you be able to survive? So that's why he started bringing up, well, do you own a house? So if you own a house, then you got to pay this mortgage month by month. Do you own this? So you got to pay that month by month. So how will you be able to survive after paying all these bills that you got if you can't make no income? So that's how that went. It got out of context though.
No, you know what? That's crazy. That makes sense. I found that out after getting fired. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Like I be able to survive from K104.
Like all of a sudden I'm on Kevin's side. I was like, damn, all of a sudden Kevin is Confucius. Like he was right. Like, yeah, like can you God damn. I didn't even know that it was taken out of context like that. Like, oh, all right, Spank. God.
I'm just here to be the middle man, the middle piece to the puzzle. That's all. I'm just the middle piece.
Damn, Spank. I'm trying to think of anything.
He said something about the divorce and made me think of Gary Owen. And I thought, well, is Spank got to pay that $44,000 a month too? Like, I mean, am I asking too much? Like,
let's get out of this.
we want to know what your spousal support look like.
19 years is a long time. I'm like, wait.
I think Jay Black he's on
the other side.
He's on the other side. Hold on.
He ain't rocking with the right team.
Is she listening right now? Can you look at the viewership? Can you look at the viewership right now? I need to pull up all the people. I know she got some fake pages, so let me see. Is that her right there? That might be her. She's using Natasha Melbourne. She's using it. That's her. That's my ex-wife right there. That's my ex-wife. She's using somebody else's picture named Natasha.
No, but it's so crazy because even Gary Owen, I know you know Gary Owen. You're super you guys forever. Yeah. And when it was so funny where reality hits because you do radio for over 25 years, you do comedy for over 25 years, and you always report stories. And then when you report stories on somebody you know, you actually feel bad because I'm like, God, like
that's tough.
It's like $44,000. Like Gary ain't hurting for nothing.
No, not at all.
But I'm sitting there going like 44,000 a month. I'm like, that's got to like hit your heart. Like, God, I don't care how good your accountant is.
I am so glad my divorce was before his, because if my wife saw that, oh my God.
Gary Owen's wife is getting 44. What you giving me?
Oh my God. All right. So anyway, Will Smith's gonna make me famous. So when he but Spank. No, but Spank. But just in case, like we see each other, like y'all and Kev walk in, because I'll probably be next to Will. It's not that I rock with y'all. You know I rock with y'all.
Right.
Because he liked my post.
Yeah.
And then he sends me out there. And then if we see each other, like don't act funny just because I'm with Will. Like just be like, because you know I still rock with Kev. Kev's never acted funny to me ever, and he doesn't really have to acknowledge me. Like Kev has never had to acknowledge, but he doesn't. But I'm just saying, if me and Will are going to the Laker game, and we don't have an extra ticket,
right?
Don't take that out on me.
I only met Will Smith once. Shout out to Will Smith though. He is so humble, bro. He is so humble, man.
Okay, so when me and him are hanging out, I'm bringing you over. Now that I know that, I know that, I'm like, yo, this is Spank. Y'all know Spank.
You want to make the introduction?
I'm going to be the plug. I'm like, yo, Spank, come over here.
You're going to be the middleman.
This is my dude. Like, this is my dude. I don't know if you know Plastic Cup Boys. This man is amazing. And just meet Will.
Well, how do y'all know each other, Mike? Yeah. He liked the picture from April 29th, 2021. And we've been kicking ever since.
Spank. It was not a picture. It was a caption. I put my words. It was my words. Spank. Do not downgrade the relationship that I'm about to have with Will Smith. Don't do that now. Don't do that now.
Sorry about that, brother. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, because when I see y'all, I don't want there to be no problem. Like, I want that. No, because at a certain point, wherever the check is, you got to pick a side. But I love y'all. I love you, Knight. I love Kev. I love everybody.
Appreciate
but don't.
I'm gonna pick a side. I'm gonna pick a side. I got you.
No, I know your side, but I gotta pick my side.
Right.
Like I know your side. I gotta pick my side.
Oh my God.
Man, Spank, for real, on everything, for real. Like,
real
thank
quick,
you.
though. We can't end it like that.
Oh my God.
Come on,
Spank.
Understand.
Spank, understand.
Yeah.
This dude does this these two guys are my best friends, and Mo too. They're all my best friends in the world. So there's something that he does annoying no matter who we interview. We interviewed Johnny Gill, Bill Bellamy, Lunel, and he does this irritating thing where, how long have we talked right now, Spank? We've talked
been about 45 minutes. That's it.
45 minutes.
This man has talked about divorce. He's talked about what's going on with Kev.
Well, did he really talk about divorce? I don't know. But
no, he did. The man said the man literally said he's in his big house by himself. So after all that, he does this all the time. After all that, he goes, yo, real quick. He says, I just got a few things I want to get to know you about. We just talked to you for 45 minutes.
Thank you.
But go ahead. Go say what you're going to say, Jay. Go ahead.
I just want to throw a couple things out there, and it's like a rapid fire thing, and then just get Spank's thoughts on things.
After
so, you know, something simple, cats and dogs, and then you got to pick one, like something like that. So I want to do some comedians, and then I want to also do some females. I want to do something different. So, all right, so comedians, real quick. If you had to choose one, here we go. Cedric or Steve? Who was Spank listening to or rocking with? Cedric. Okay. All right. Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock.
Dave Chappelle. But I love Chris Rock, man. Yep. I love Chris Rock, but I'm going Dave Chappelle just because of the last few specials he dropped. So I'm going Dave Chappelle.
Tracy Morgan or Mike Epps?
Mike Epps.
No hesitation. All right.
Yo, Spank's just so mad that you keeping him longer. Spank is just accident. He's rapid fire. He's like, what? Oprah, Hillary Clinton.
No, I have a list of who's my like fave comedians. So,
okay.
So I'm sure. So they got to be Eddie or Richard, right? Well, Eddie or Richard. You I don't even know if you can choose between that.
It's tough to choose. I'm gonna have to go Eddie because I was watching Eddie, and then everybody said if you love Eddie, you got to go back to Richard. So that's how. So I watched Eddie first because that was when I was a child. Eddie was hot, so I watched Eddie first, and then I went to Richard. When I saw Richard, I said, "Oh my god!" So I'm gonna still go Eddie because that was the first one I seen do it.
I was gonna ask about Paul Mooney, but Amy Schumer or Wanda Sykes, just to get a female in there.
Wanda Sykes,
Monique or some more. Well, you did a little extra with that one.
That was extra.
It was extra. It was a little emotion.
No, because Samora is my favorite female comic of all time. She's my favorite.
Nice.
I don't think I ever told her that. I don't think I did. I think I tweeted it, and she might have liked the tweet. She might have liked the tweet, though, Mike.
You know what, Spank?
She liked your. She liked.
You know what, Spank?
She liked my tweet though. So
really? That's what we doing, Spank. That's what the hell we do. Like y'all listen. Let me tell you something, Spank. I have a. Let me tell you something. I am legend. Goddamn. Like when I tell you. Don't worry, I'm gonna be in them Hollywood Hills. Watch, and don't act funny. You know what? Just because of that comment, I'm acting funny. When you walk with Kevin and crew, I'm not speaking. I'm not gonna speak. I'm like, Will's gonna be like, "Don't you know them? I don't know them. I don't know none of them. I don't know none of them. Especially the tall one. I especially don't know that tall one."
All right, some female Spanks. End of the night, you single? Well, you are single. You got a free pass. You got to pick one of them. You're taking one of them to the hotel. Anything happens. Put the first image. Put the first image. Let's go with this first image. Let's see who Spank is taking in that hotel room with him. All right, first image. Who do we got? Drea Michelle or Megan Thee Stallion? You're only picking one, Spank. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think I'm gonna take Drea, man.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you pick, because when you walk in a restaurant, I'm still not speaking to your ass. I'm still gonna be with Will, and I'm not speaking. And tell Kev don't even say nothing to me.
Next image. All right, who do we got next? Rapid fire.
Oh, that's real rapid fire. That's why I don't be messing with you. You better rapid fire. We just go ahead. Rapid fire.
Who do we got? Oh, okay. Kim Kardashian or Meghan Markle? Here we go.
I'm going Kim Kardashian. She got that money. I'm going Kim.
Yeah.
I'm going Kim. I need a sugar mama.
all that spousal support, right?
Yeah. I'm older now. I get it now. It's not all about the sex.
Let's just say this: Spank is laying in it. Like he is not. There's no pullout game if he happens to get by Kim Kardashian. All right. Oh, this one. I want
Ashanti or Keisha?
I'm going Ashanti.
Why? Why over Keisha? Why Ashanti? The thickness? What is it?
The thickness, and I think Keisha is a little crazy. I hope she don't hit us. I think Keisha, she's the homie though, but Keisha a little crazy. I've been on Clubhouse with Keisha, and Keisha been wilding a little bit. I'm gonna go with Ashanti.
All I think I got one last one. Let's see.
No, we only been with Spank for like an hour and 15 minutes. Go ahead, knock yourself out, homie.
Last one.
He woke up.
I love you, Keisha. I love you.
I love you, Keisha.
Clarify that.
I don't want no trouble.
All right, here we go. My last one. Let's go, Shawnee.
Don't do no
Spank has
don't do nothing disrespectful.
He has to pick.
Jill Scott. I thought you had the two.
No, this ain't my. All right. We'll throw this one. This ain't my last one, but all right. Cardi or Megan? Cardi B or Megan?
Megan.
Okay.
Taking Megan over that.
Hey, you know what? Is that your last one? And then we can just.
I had one more, but
look, he's so stuck on this. He worked on this for all yesterday. He was like, "We gonna have Spank on there."
I like to get his thoughts. I wanted his thoughts on this last one. I wasn't expecting that one.
God,
I'm taking that all natural Megan. Megan.
Homegrown.
Is that all natural?
That's homegrown.
Who gives a damn? Like y'all, it's nothing like dudes who have penises who trying to act like it's all natural. That's why I want to be with it. As much as we done knocked off like some hood rats at the grimiest strip clubs in the history of strip clubs.
All right. Well, forget it. Look like we got some,
she's a vegetarian. She's a vegan.
All right, Spank. Jesus. Cheryl Underwood, Viola Davis, Spank.
Viola Davis.
With no hesitation. No hesitation.
Hey.
You're ignorant, Jay Black. You're ignorant. Wow.
Hey. Yeah. I know where you was going with this, but Viola Davis, I'm trying to tell you. No disrespect to her husband, but she got a little clapper back there. All right, I'm out.
She got a clapper.
Got a little clapper back there. All right, I'm done. I wouldn't mind seeing her in a sundress.
All right, Spank.
Real quick. And nasty sex or making love? You only got to pick one.
And you allowed to say pause.
Nasty sex is only one you could do, Spank. Nasty sex or making love.
Nasty sex. I probably made love like 3 times in my whole life, so I'm gonna go nasty sex. Pause.
He said 3 times in his whole life, and then he be wondering why this divorce had to be. He be wondering like, I don't know what the problem was.
I don't know what the problem was.
You can't choke a chick every night for 19 years. God damn.
Not every night. Not every night.
All right.
This was fun.
Spank, thank you, Doug. So many people have done this show, and I thank you guys because I know you don't have to. There's no just thank you for just doing it and just being the dude that you are. Do us a favor, because even if the Will Smith don't work out for me, right? Just do me a favor. Just tell Kev just call Wayne or whoever is in the hierarchy, because you guys are like a damn rough, and just put us on the Sirius XM, and we can do the show on Sirius XM. That's all we need.
Mike, I will put a plug in. No BS. I will put a plug in because he is looking for more content and more shows for his Sirius XM. I will put the plug. No, he's in Budapest right now, but when he get back, I got you. You shooting him.
Now this is something that can manifest.
Jay, don't interrupt him. Let him finish.
No, I like
Jay, shut up.
All right, go.
Because Chris Spencer got a show on there. Earthquake got a show, and he just put on Watch Jazzy. So I know he's still looking for more content for the show. And come on, Mike, showing you from the crib. Come on, man.
Yeah, and we'll definitely, I already know what I'm doing when it comes to this.
Yeah. So I'll make sure I'll save Jay Black number.
Put a picture by his face.
And I'll keep in touch. And I'll keep in touch. I'll let Jay Black know, hey, I just spoke to him, see what they say with it. And I'll be honest, whatever his answer is, I'll be honest with you, like, hey man, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, tell me the real answer, because I have your number. So I'm gonna text you like in a week and be like, yo, did you actually holler at him? Thank you, Spank.
I'm gonna definitely hit him. No BS. I will definitely hit him for that.
And that's dope. He had the same number all these years too. I thought that was, that's dope. I mean,
we've already derided him enough. Like he's gonna talk to Cav, Jay. He's gonna talk to Cav. He's gonna talk to Cav.
One of his props.
No, he already said. He told us Kev was in Budapest. He just said, for real. He said if Kev says F Mike, he said he's going to tell us, Kev said F Mike. And then I'm like, God,
go back to Will. He gonna tell you to go back to Will. He said, I heard back to Will.
And this is why if Will calls, I'm not taking Jay, because I swear Jay's gonna be the dude with the damn camera filming me cheating. I swear this is the dude that I gotta get rid of.
Ooh, look at Mike. Is that Mike right there?
I gotta get rid of them.
That's gonna be the downfall.
That's
the downfall of the takeover legends.
All right, let Spank go to do whatever he does in that big ass house. I'm not. Let him alone. Kevin Hart going to get you, Mike. Listen, I'm just saying. Jay is just ridiculous, dog. Like this was going so well, and he's always 13 eggs in a dozen. He's always extra. He's always extra.
Yeah, I had fun. I don't know about you. I had fun.
You ruined everything.
I had fun too, y'all. I really did. I did.
And that's all that counts. Spank have fun. As long as Spank have fun. Tell Naeem, tell Malcolm X we want him on next. Tell Black Wall Street we want him on next.
I got you. I'm gonna let him know.
Spank, thank you so much for real. God bless, and I hope all the best for you guys. And I know everything's gonna turn out amazing as it always does with you. Plastic Cup Boys, if you know them, if you see them in town, all over the country, make sure you go check it out. They were just in Arlington, Texas. They'll be all over the country. Spank, is there something you want to promote? Something you want to tell anybody about?
Yeah, we'll be in Baltimore Comedy Factory Memorial Day weekend. July 3rd, we dropping. You know, Kev had gifted everybody a car at the end of a tour.
Yeah.
And when he gifted them, we started doing like cruises with old school cars and meeting up with other people with old school cars. Now we got a TV show out of it. So that airs July 3rd on Motor Trend. It's Motor Trend. I don't know how you could download Motor Trend app. And I think we got 8 episodes or whatever. It's a dope show. It's going to be us coming together trying to figure out how the hell you fix these old school cars. We didn't know it costs a lot of money to fix these cars. Yeah, because you got to update them. It's 2021. These cars from 1969 and they just don't drive the same. So you got to update everything. But
hey, Spank, you need to write a book on how to pick your friends correctly because you need to write a book, my dude.
You got Kevin Hart. He ended up with us.
Hold on, Spank. The cars that Kev got you, right, turns into a show, which is amazing and is a God blessing. You know what my friends do? When they came over for a function, they brought Jenga.
That's a fun.
You got to record that. That can be a funny YouTube video series. You got to record it. I'm trying to tell you.
We had fun.
Go ahead. The next thing, Spank. The next thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. The next thing.
What's the next? I think that's about it. Just catch me and Naeem on tour in different cities. We're in Baltimore. We got the TV show. We got the Sirius XM radio show every Tuesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, channel 96. And that's all I'm working on right now. And I'm trying to get this TV show back out there. I'm trying. I'm gonna keep working.
You're gonna get that TV show. You're gonna get it. It's gonna happen. Make sure you tell Kev we'll do 5 days a week. We're not. We will do 5 days a week. It's not a problem.
Right. It's not a problem. Y'all hear
it. And tell Kev if he says, "Well, I need 7." It's not like I'm gonna say nah. It's not like I'm gonna say that.
We'll do 2 days of best though.
Right.
Like I might shrug my shoulders a little bit, but I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. I'm like, all right, Sunday it is. Like if he needs an Easter Sunday show, goddamn, I'm there. I'm there. Your TV show is coming, Spank. Thank you so much. I can only thank you like 6,000 times because y'all don't have to wake up on the West Coast to do this.
No problem.
Thank you for actually doing this interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Plastic Cup Boy, more importantly, a hilarious comedian, actor, and the future writer of a TV show that will be on. Give it up for my man Spank.
Thank
you, Spank. Hey, yo, it's going to be a hot summer because we back at it, man. It all goes down June 17th, the Arlington Improv, hosted by me, Michael Shawn. Who the else you thought was gonna host it? It's my show, man, and starring Rudy Rush, CJ Starr, your TikTok celebrity, my girl Lustrous Barbie, and the comedian Q, who just got married. Congratulations, homie. Now get your tickets, 817-635-5555, or hit up improvtx.com/ is that a backslash? I think it's a backslash. Arlington. Or it could be real simple in your life if you tap the link in my bio. June 17th, the Arlington Improv, the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show is back. It's going to be a hot summer. And it's all powered by the Breakfast Brothers. Yeah!
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.